work with you guys. Sure you feel the same way. Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Interesting times here at the mighty KLBJ FM. I don't know how much we can get into, but let's do today's starting lineup, all right? So you know the players taking the field on your behalf to make your day just a little bit better. We hope. The man straight ahead, the hardest working man in show business, a heavyweight champ in every aspect of his life, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my, this guy's doing too much. Too much! Come on, give him a break, people.
Leave me alone.
He loves a good pair of Jordans.
Good pair.
He loves a good plate of tacos. We haven't gone in a while. He's, what can I say? He's our producer, keeps your levels straight, takes your phone calls, and so much more. Ladies and gentlemen, do me the honor, or do me the favor. Just do me for Mr. Chewy Eldorado.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I'm so distracted right now. I can't even, I'm going to go ahead and try. I'll do my best to introduce the guy right here. Oh, man, he is making a comeback. He's making a comeback on the comedy stages. He's always been great on radio since day one. Since he started as just a fill-in guy. Way back when. He's the guy, he was in the bullpen, you know what I mean? Like when you needed somebody that could just strike him out. Get that speedball by you. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, former star of episodic television, stand-up comedian, Austin's greatest living storyteller, the marvelous Mr. Matt Bearden, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, folks. Pulled up this morning to find this gentleman in his car in the same lucky parking space that he takes every morning. I always know it's going to be a good day when he hits the right parking space. Do you know what I'm saying?
I get it between the lines sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
they're fading, though.
He knows how to do it. He's looking fresh in a brand new Dolly Parton tee. He's repping the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when you think about it. He's ready to lean in today. He's going to bring you the rock and roll news. He's going to play some games with us.
Oh, my goodness.
The thing is, he's going to bring us a little guidance, and also he's going to bring us a little trouble. It's what he does every single day, and that's one of the reasons, just one of the reasons, out of the multitudes, that he's a member of the Texas Radio Hall of Fame. And I can't wait for him to get caught on the new Instagram page that he is checking out today. It's Mr. Bob Fonseca.
Oh, man, I can do that. Oh, man. Wow.
Where did we get some new sounders?
Yeah, I'm trying to add some.
Oh, the kids are going to love that. Save those for Rock and Roll News Junior.
I mean, that cow is very realistic.
It's almost like I'm listening to a Pink Floyd album or something. You know? How's everybody doing?
Okay.
Doing okay?
I slept wrong. My neck hurts, so that's it.
I'm sorry, man. I'll come over there. When I have during the commercial break, I'll come back and rub it down for you.
It's been a while since I've slept wrong.
I got allergies not just kicking my ass right now. Am I the only one?
No.
Is it something
everybody
else?
I think it maybe I had, I've talked about it before that I have these insane dream states that I go into.
Right.
Where I can't tell if it's reality or not. Sometimes I feel like I wake up into another dream and even if I try to wake up, I don't understand what's happening. I'm super dizzy.
You're the dream weaver.
But last night my 11-year-old son, apparently my wife was like, "Oh, surprise, I taught him to drive."
That's cool.
And he made the turn he was supposed to, but we made a wrong turn. So then my son was just driving through L.A.
Oh, like in Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, and I was trying to somehow the car we were in disappeared, and so I was having to walk. But we were telling him pull over. But I was like, he never looks at his phone, and I was like, because he doesn't have one. But so I was like, how am I going to? I was very worried because my son is just driving through L.A.
Yeah,
not knowing what to do. So I was trying to find him, but in the meantime, my wife was like, hey, this taco place looks really good. Should we go in? And I was getting mad because I was like, honey,
this East LA.
She taught him.
Honey, we're going to, we got to go grab our son. She's like, but this taco place looks really good. So that's what I. That's what. I
That's
woke up
crazy.
from, yeah, and I'm
That's
just
2
now I'm
days.
all,
That's
like,
2 nights in a row.
confused, and I don't know who I am. Where I'm supposed to be, and I guess it's probably like allergens,
Maybe, I
or
don't
it's
know.
hormonal. Maybe I'm going through menopause. I don't know.
I don't know either. It may be something you ate.
Ooh,
I remember in the old days there was a episode of Gomer Pyle USMC. Remember that show?
Yes.
Gomer Pyle.
Shazam!
Shazam! Sergeant Carter. And he had a bad dream after eating Welsh rabbit or something, or Welsh rarebit.
yeah.
And he's had psychedelic dreams. And then there was that
Really?
episode of Dick Van Dyke where he had a dream that his head was a head of lettuce. That was a classic sitcom
Okay.
episode. So maybe, I don't know, maybe something you ate.
Right before bed, I found we have a perfectly ripe cantaloupe in the house.
Oh, cantaloupe will
man.
do it every
When it's
time.
ripe,
Yeah.
there's nothing better.
Well, there is something better.
Watermelon.
I took
Yeah.
a perfectly ripe cantaloupe. I cut it up, lime and tahini, and a little bit of hot sauce. It was delicious. It was delicious.
Okay.
No,
Well, I never thought
I'll
about
try
putting
it out.
I
I don't
never
know.
thought about putting tahini on
It's so good, dude.
cantaloupe. That sounds great.
Tahini on cantaloupe is really one of life's finest pleasures.
Salt on watermelon is a southern thing.
Yeah.
It's a constant.
You know what
Hey.
else is good? Tahini on watermelon.
Yeah.
Have you ever had like cantaloupe wrapped in prosciutto?
There's a reason that we went to war with the Italians, and I believe it's because of the thinking that you could wrap prosciutto around anything and it gets fancy.
No, I was in Kansas City one time.
When
Kansas.
people
We were at this
when people
restaurant
wrap
and-
prosciutto around a little piece of cheese and a spear of asparagus, that's a waste. It's not good. It's too stretchy.
Yeah.
It's like wrapping a piece of
And I'm
human
telling you,
skin
man.
around
I'm
something.
telling you, prosciutto. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And wrapped around just a thin little band wrapped around a wedge of cantaloupe.
Oh, that's crazy.
No, it's not.
Maybe
Because you're
like,
getting that salty thing. It's
some
that salty thing.
Blueberry something preserves. I don't know.
And there was something else they put on it too, but that they had wrapped in there. I can't remember what I don't know. Maybe a little bit of
What's your charcuterie board look
burrata
like?
cheese or something. I don't know. Huh?
What's your charcuterie board look
All
like?
olives.
That's disgusting. Really?
Yeah, I love olives.
That sounds fantastic. I
I love all
Y'all are
olives. Just like,
disgusting.
wait, that's an olive board. No, that's my,
Anything pickled is a winner.
yeah,
Green or black olives?
both.
You
And
gotta
then I'll
choose
go,
one.
and then I'll
Gun to
go
your
those
head.
Kalamata. Then I'll go those
Yeah,
big
when you
green
say
ones. I'll
black, do you mean canned American black olives?
green,
Because those
pimento,
really are the
Yeah.
lamest of all the olives.
pimento stuff, jalapeno stuff.
Ugh.
You can stuff anything in there. Go ahead. Go ahead and stuff it.
No,
what
thank
are you
you.
stuffing in there?
Dynamite. Blowing it all up.
I don't mind.
No to an olive.
Unless it's a muffaletta and it's some olive spread, I don't know what olives you serve for. Y'all just eating them by themselves?
Well, you're not.
Martini?
See, you're not showing your heritage, man.
Pizza?
Your Italian American heritage.
Olive
Not
spread,
Italian
too.
at all.
Oh, you're not?
No,
I
I
bet
don't-
you got some in there.
Nah.
I'll pay for your 23andMe.
Unless the guy left some last night.
You're sick.
Sorry.
You sick puppy.
He's funny, though.
I made pork chops last night. Dylan and I are bachelors, and so I made some.
Any sweetness with it? Apple?
No, just applesauce on the side, pineapple, put a nice crust on it. Cooked it to 160. I think that's a little too far, but that's what Alexa said.
Yeah, that's burnt.
I go 155 next time.
I bread it and fry it. And mashed
Well-
potatoes and corn.
I don't want to have to clean up that many pans, you know what I mean?
Air fryer.
These were big bone-in pork chops. They're not going to fit in some little air fryer.
Mm-hmm.
You and your air fryer.
You work?
Why don't you do a YouTube channel
There's a ton of YouTube channels.
on air frying?
Oh, yeah. Dedicated.
Call it High Fryer.
Or
That's pretty good.
High fryer?
The High Fryer.
Or Air Bud.
Because he's high and he's frying, but it's kind of alliteration with High
Frying
Flyer.
high again.
The high
fryer
No, you're-
is to the point. I mean, he
you're
worked
the
for
high
GSD&M.
fryer.
Why are you trying to change what the GSD&M
You're the
guy's
High
giving you?
Fryer.
Okay.
High Fryer Act.
Fry.
There you go. Just keep workshopping it. Fry me to the moon? Is that what you want?
No, I do like that one.
You're
too.
not going to get better than the high fryer. In
Fry
fact,
me
I would be
to the
surprised if there's not already a channel on YouTube called the High Fryer.
Let's look.
Because that's
I would
like
be
a-
very surprised. It's such a good idea, and I don't usually give ideas away for free.
That's like a bike brand, the High Flyer.
No, you just like high flyer. You're a high flyer. I mean,
How do you think you spell fryer?
FRYER.
Yep.
It's not like Friar Tuck. That would be FRIAR.
There's
Or tire.
There's Pro Home Cooks. Will it fry?
No.
Top air fryers, best air fryers, air fryer top 10 secret recipes.
How about
Come to my
I
house this
don't- I
afternoon.
don't
We'll
think-
shoot your first episode.
Fry Not?
I just gave you gold, dude. I don't
High
know.
fryer is literally the best thing you could do, and I don't know why.
You're high all the time. You fry all your food in an air fryer.
He will. I'm warning you right now. You may want to put on your, what do you call it?
Eye for a fry.
Steel underwear, steel belted underwear.
Yeah.
Today's your day, Chewy.
It's your day.
It doesn't feel like it. My neck hurts.
No, I mean,
No,
you know
that's
how
why
we-
we're going in
we
for the
figure out-
kill.
when we
You're-
figure out whose day it is to get, you're going to get. I almost said you're going to get your ass eaten. Then I realized that is not what I meant to say.
You never know how things might go.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You
Still
never
early.
know.
Could
It
be.
is early.
Pretty early.
The High Fryer. You're the High Fryer. I can see it now. Your face in a circle. That's your do your logo. I'll shoot your first.
Please say that's not my brand. Please say that's not my brand.
Come to
Not
my
my brand,
kitchen. We'll put the air fryer right in the middle of the console there. What do you call the thing in the middle of your kitchen?
Island?
An
The
island?
island.
I love an island. I've always wanted an island.
We'll light it.
I've never had an island.
I'll mic you up.
Islands are. That's
What are you going to
where-
cook? What's going to be the first thing you're going to cook? I'll shoot episode 1. And I'll help you create your channel. I'll help you set up your YouTube account. We'll get to 40,000 hours in no time.
I think we're going to make Rockefeller oysters in my.
No,
in
you
the
got
air
to start
fryer.
out something simple.
No, that's not going to grab the eye. Grab the fry.
See, you're already thinking like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's get off our asses and do something.
Okay.
Let's go.
Here we go.
You want to make some money. You want to make some real internet money. Let's go.
I'm going first. Here we go. First step.
All right.
I didn't see you move.
Okay.
All right.
I'm telling you, dude.
How about fry, baby, good high?
There's a river of money that flows through the internet, and all you have to do is bend down and scoop some up.
Or be a hot girl and do nothing. Just occasionally look at your bank statements. How many views are you going to give this one video, dude? You've racked it up to 1,000 already this morning.
I don't even know what they're saying.
Nobody knows.
Read the comments.
Yeah. Oh, how are the comments?
We gotta ask.
All right. Hey, let's get in a little click, boom. Here we go. We're right back into it from yesterday. Do you guys have any opposition to following up with what we did yesterday?
No.
No, I actually really liked that yesterday.
First, I'll have to remember what we did yesterday.
Yesterday,
and then
Bob.
Then I'll agree to it.
We did outrageous conspiracy theories
Oh,
about
yeah.
current celebrities.
Yeah.
So yesterday we learned that Billie Eilish is an industry plant. Long discussion about what it means to be an industry plant. And then, of course, we talked about the Kardashian curse and how if you date a Kardashian or marry a Kardashian, your life will fall apart afterward. Mm-hmm. It remains to be seen what happens to Pete Davidson.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. I think
Now.
I mean,
He's doing
I think
okay
he was
now.
brought up right.
okay.
You know, I think he knows that he's on a
Limited time.
like a professional athlete. He knows that he can only be in the game for so long before.
You think he was raised properly, is what you said?
Yeah.
Who do you think did all the work?
His mom, because didn't his dad die in 9/11?
He did, and I was just trying to see if you knew that.
Yeah,
Little piece
so
of
he
trivia
got,
there.
he's one of those guys whose mom was, very nurturing,
like Chewy.
as opposed to my mom, who used to hit me with a fly swatter.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
well,
Mom. I shouldn't speak of the departed that way, but she was doing the best with what she had, and that was a
Which
fly
apparently
swatter.
was a fly swatter. All right, we'll get into the very first one. Are you ready for this one?
Yes.
All right. Never heard this, but apparently it is a widely spread conspiracy theory. Beyonce has been the subject of two very specific pregnancy-related conspiracy theories. Did you know about this?
Did not.
Does one of them involve Rihanna?
No. The first one, do you know who Solange Knowles is?
It's her sister.
Well, the conspiracy theory says that she is Solange Knowles' mother.
Oh,
And to
come
not
on.
slow her career, she gave her baby to her mother to be raised as her sister.
Yeah, the aesthetics don't even look right, though.
Yeah, the optics are not right.
According to the Knowles, Beyonce was 4 when Solange was born in 1986. But according to a birth certificate seen by a Texas civil servant,
Those birth certificates.
Here we go again.
says that she was actually born in 1974, so she would have been about 12 years old when Solange was born. If you believe that civil servant on the internet who said, I saw her birth certificate.
I usually trust those guys, but I don't know.
Then there's Gabrielle Union, who said one time in an interview that she and Beyonce had been friends since they were both teenagers. Gabrielle Union was born in 1972.
She's from Houston?
So if she was born in 1972 and she was friends with Beyonce when Beyonce was only 4, that would seem odd. Apparently, Beyonce's mother helped fuel the rumor by mentioning a family history of birth record discrepancies.
Getting good.
The thing is, and this is nothing against you, man. I mean, this is just the topic. But even if everything that you've said is true, I don't care. Like the Obama birth certificate, that was a different story. That had, long-reaching, far-reaching ramifications.
Mm-hmm.
But who Beyonce's sister is, or whether she's the mother of the daughter of the sister or whatever, I don't like. Okay, music's still good.
Right, but Bob, I don't think you understand. This is called hot goss, and people like to have.
Oh no,
hot
I know
goss.
I know you're dropping the T. I know you're doing that.
Thank you.
I know you're doing that, and I appreciate it.
I know the teapot is whistling.
But
You know it's time.
I know you're
for
bringing home the bacon and putting it in the air fryer. I know that. I'm taking that damn name, dude. I'm doing it.
All right.
You should do it.
I'm
It's a great
creating another
name.
channel today.
Well, it's not
episode
gonna-
1.
It's
And
not
then-
going to work unless you have who next to you as an assistant.
Which you could do and would be a smart move. There's another conspiracy theory that says that a woman named Tina Seals, she alleges she's actually the mother of Blue Ivy, that Beyonce never got pregnant, that Beyonce was wearing a fake belly all those times, and that what was actually going on is that she's a surrogate because Beyonce didn't want to mess up her own body.
And you know why that's the conspiracy theory? Because you cannot claim that Blue Ivy is not Jay-Z's. Because they look a lot alike.
Brutal. The problem with this Tina Seals woman is that she also has made other claims against Mariah Carey, Kate Middleton, and the U.S. government. So I think I think we may have a loopy-loo on our hands.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we move on to the next one?
Yeah, I like it. Good conspiracy.
It involves another attractive pop star. Katy Perry.
Oh, now you have my attention.
Katy Perry was a child sacrifice.
This one is my favorite.
Yeah. There's something weird about
John
it.
Benet Ramsey?
Yeah, exactly. You know about all this?
Yeah, I've been preaching this, and I think it's real.
The day after Christmas in 1996, John Benet Ramsey, a 6-year-old beauty pageant queen, was murdered at her home in Colorado, and nobody was charged, but the case remains open. Police continue to investigate any new lead, except apparently the one that emerged in 2015 when YouTuber Dave Johnson said the girl's death was staged as a sacrifice. It was, he said, a sacrifice in name only to get something the parents sorely wanted. And that something, he said, was for Jean Benet to become a star. Or more specifically, as it turns out, to become Katy Perry.
Because I guess Katy Perry's easier to control? I don't know.
I don't know at all. Okay, apparently there's a passable resemblance between Katy Perry and the child, although Perry would have been 12 when JonBenet was 6. There's a resemblance between their parents. Blah, blah, blah. Needless to say, the singer's denial didn't help when all this came out. At the 2017 MTV Music Awards, comedian Billy Eichner asked her to blink twice if she was the murdered little girl. She unconvincingly replied, wait, no, that's not real. That's not real.
It's her. It's JonBenet.
So JonBenet never actually died?
I don't know. Maybe never actually existed.
Never even. So it was just Katy Perry the entire time?
I like it because it brings a piece of pop culture from the 90s to current day.
I know, but...
And, I feel like we forgot. I wish we had a segment where we revisited.
I just saw a giant poster of JonBenet Ramsey up in the... On Friday, I did a high school tour with my daughter. New high school she's going to.
There's a JonBenet Ramsey poster?
Some kid is doing a project. Like they had to do so their posters were up for projects they were displaying, whatever. And somebody's doing a project on JonBenet Ramsey, the unsolved murder of JonBenet Ramsey.
This new crop of kids is pretty cool. They're doing a lot of like Keisha Cole singing and 90s JonBenet Ramsey doc watching.
Did you just decide that they're cool because they're interested in a child murder?
Well, I mean, it's something we all went through that,
Yeah.
We all experienced that. Right?
Okay. Let's get into the next conspiracy. Oh, you know what? Let's just wrap it up.
Okay.
Why?
Oh, well, all right.
Because then that gives us enough where we could do a couple every single day of the week.
All right.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we're just going to put is it okay if we or you want to do one more and then put a button on it?
I don't know. I'm just making some up in my head right now. I'm just taking two random names and slamming them together.
Do it.
Okay. I'm going to do this one, and then let's get to the names that
Bon
you're coming up
Jovi
with.
is John Lennon's third son. Did you hear that one? John Bon Jovi.
Jesus Christ was Julius
Did you hear
Caesar.
that?
That was actually Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
The initials are the same, too.
Oh, Bon Lennon?
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought you meant you were smashing words together like high fryer, and you were just coming up with more. So maybe your job should be selling YouTube channels. You put the imaging together, you put the idea together, and then you sell the package to somebody who wants to do something.
You could be making $2,000 a month, and probably within 30 days.
Yeah, somebody out there wants to buy a high fryer, and all you have to do is do some weird camera angles and have an air fryer, which we've got one right here.
Amazon affiliate links. You sell air fryers, get your percentage on every one you sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then, I'm telling you, dude, it's brilliant.
If it ain't David Douglas, snappy liners, I don't want it.
Then you see, that kid is making bank. That David Douglas, all for not keeping food in his mouth. You never swallows. You never see him swallow. No, you don't. When you watch his videos, you never see him swallow the food. He takes the bite. He takes the big heroic bite.
I had no idea he was married.
He takes the big heroic bite. He chews a couple times. Three-quarters of it falls out of his mouth, but you never see him actually. I'm sure there's a spit bucket off camera.
Oh, you don't think he's actually eating any of the food?
No, he's too thin.
I saw him live.
No, there's a weird thing about there's a weird thing where young people don't put on weight.
No, he will.
I think they starve themselves off camera.
No, I think there's a spit bucket.
Look at Ali Khan. How the hell is he in such good shape?
I know he's got a spit bucket.
And but you remember he used to be a big boy.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? When he had a show, he was a big boy.
Ozempic?
Then he said, no, I asked him about it, and he said, I got really smart about what I was eating and how I was eating. He dropped a bunch of weight, and then so I've been out with him, like when he goes to get a hamburger, and he'll eat half a hamburger and then just leave the other half sitting there. And I'm like, all right, dude, this is making me, it makes me angry because, by the way, that was the end of today's Click, Click, Boom, because we got to tell you about this. People don't know about it, and I said today was going to be Chewy's day. Chewy and I have a fun thing going. I hope it's fun. I think you laugh about it. But Chewy will say something like, I'm going to take the rest of this burger home. And then I will set a stopwatch running on the table to see, because I'm like, there's no way that, because every once in a while he will reach back in, unwrap the bag, unwrap the paper, then take one more bite of that burger, then rewrap it, set it back in, wrap it down.
I mean, if we're just going to sit here for a while, it's already later.
I guess it's just like, you're not saving it for another meal. You're just are you just extending the meal that you're currently eating?
I think that's my mind or body trying to save me somehow. With those actions. But man, that patty melt. I think today and tomorrow's the last day.
Really? They really are just going to do patty melt for 1 month out of the year?
I guess so.
I mean, I don't understand the business model. Hey, it's the best thing on the menu. We're just going to remove it?
You got me talking about it and wanting to go.
Boy, that girl's joke at Moon Tower still laughing about, where she said that Ronald McDonald had the McRib removed from the menu so he could suck his own.
Yeah.
So good.
See, that's good because, again, you're bringing up a piece of 90s pop culture that we all lived through and bringing it to current day.
That's true. That's why it works. So you're saying anytime you can bring 90s pop culture into current day.
Because it's an automatic callback, depending on your demographic. And, I mean, given it's like a 30-year callback.
Is it weird to you that the 90s is 30 years ago?
No, I think I finally adjusted to it. It doesn't seem that far or long ago, but then you start thinking, okay, when was 2012?
I remember in the 1980s, people talking about 60s culture. And when they talked about 60s culture, I felt like they were talking about the dawn of civilization.
Yeah.
But that was 15 and 20 years before the dates we're talking about. Because like we were talking about the Summer of Love, 1969 was a big deal in my high school. Everybody talked about 1969, the Summer of Love. But that would have been around 1988. So it was just slightly less than 20 years prior.
I think
when we talk about the 1990s, it's 30 years ago.
Well, each decade is the dawn of a new something. And the 60s, I guess it was the dawn of
It was the dawn of Aquarius.
Yeah.
It was like a progressive thinking, right? Type of or love or connecting.
It wasn't the dawning of Aquarius. It was the dawning of the age of Aquarius.
It was a little overrated.
Because the 90s is probably the
60s were a
dawn
little overrated.
of the digital age, right? I think it started...
The 80s,
Oh,
yeah.
because of the Tamagotchi?
Yeah.
And the CD,
Digipets?
yeah. The CD came out in 82. You would know that if you followed me on Instagram.
82?
Yeah.
They weren't available to regular people.
I had one in 82.
Yeah, no.
That was my post.
It's funny. The promise of the CD was, unlike records, they'll never scratch. You can play them forever. They'll last forever.
That's mostly true.
And the sound was incredible. No, those things completely got ruined in like 2 days. Well, you probably took care of your stuff.
I still have whatever, jerk.
Yeah. You got the anti-skip tracking CD player?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm off of audio now, dude. I'm going straight into the air frying YouTube space.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Fly.
I offered it to you. You rejected it. I'm taking it back.
Pretty fly for a fry guy.
Yeah.
High fire.
I know my intros already, man.
Fight fryer with fryer.
You know, you're getting too complex, dude. I'm the high fryer. Hey, welcome back, high fryer.
Welcome back.
I'm the high fryer. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. All right, today we're gonna air fry.
Live and let fry. Boom. Just got you. Beat you.
Not gonna work.
What do you mean? Why not?
You got to personify yourself.
Live and let fry?
You got to personify yourself. Think of all the YouTube channels you love. It's their name. I didn't do it. I made a mistake with my audio channel in a way. It's doing okay, but I should have.
You should have named it instead of naming it the show. You should have named it by the character.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to kind of reintroduce more of that into that.
Good luck, buddy.
I know it's a game. It's working. I have a conference call with London on Wednesday.
Oh, damn.
I got a Zoom with London on Wednesday.
London on the track.
In fact, I got to ask you, Matt, about that later on. And I'm afraid to ask them because they sent me the invite.
Who did? What did?
A big audio company based out of London.
Is it Big Audio Dynamite?
Yep.
Dang.
But they put the time of the call.
In London time?
Well, UTC. And I have no idea what time that is here, so I don't know what time to join them on the Zoom. Can someone tell me if it's 8 o'clock, if it's 8 p.m. UTC, what time is it here? What's the delta in the number of hours?
I think it's 6 hours right now because of the time change.
Or is it 5 always?
I think if you just keep sipping tea, you'll stay up till...
I'd lay down.
I'm worried. I don't want to miss this call. But I don't want to ask them.
I'd give up on life.
I don't want to ask them because then I'll look like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We've already talked about too many subjects. Now my brain is scrambled.
UTC. Somebody help me. Some high-techy guy that's on Zooms all the time.
Cranberry juice. That's how you can. That's how you get rid of a UTC.
Flush you out.
No, that's for a UTI. Well, Slipknot has a new drummer.
I report the news. That's what I do.
It's Bob Fonseca's Rock and Roll News.
Yeah, here we go. How you doing out there? I'm Rock's last great reporter, Bob Fonseca. Yeah. That's right. Don't try to spell my name. You'll just mess it up like all my elementary school teachers did. All right, roll call. Is Bob Fonseca here? Woo! I think that's me. What about Bob Finesca?
Ah, yes.
My name was bastardized so much when I was a kid.
I bet it was messed up.
Now
right?
it's a household name. You know what I'm saying? It's a brand.
Congratulations.
It's a brand.
Yeah.
I bring you the rock and roll news every day at this time through exclusive contract with KLBJ. This is your rock and roll news headlines for Tuesday, April 30th. And I know what you're thinking right now. And I don't blame you for thinking it. Bob, that was really your lead? Is Tuesday that rough in the rock and roll news that your headline is Slipknot has a new drummer? Yeah, man, I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel today.
Hey, that's big news.
I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel
Slipknot's
today.
drummer was one of the best.
Who was it?
Oh,
Drums a lot?
Diego something.
Yeah, he was good. One of the best. Future Hall of Famer. Yeah, I know we got Slipknot fans out there. I'm just kind of joking. It's not very often. This may be the only time in rock history that they grab the top headline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it, okay?
Okay.
We're just going to do it.
That's
Here
your
we
drummer's
go.
name, Eloy.
Let's dig into it. Yeah. Are you going to do the news now?
No.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get to that. As soon as there we go. Slipknot has confirmed the identity of their new drummer after he made his debut with the masked metal band last week. Oh, those are masks? The band took to social media today to post a new promo photo of its 9 members. You know what? Here's some tip for the kids.
Hey, kids, lean in, even though
it's not rock and roll. If you're
It's a bonus? Is this rock and roll news junior bonus?
I encourage you to start a band, but let's be smart about it. The fewer members, bigger cut you get. Now, don't be like a polyphonic spree. Now, as good as their music is,
how can they afford
I don't
to go
know
on
how they're
tour?
paying 40 people on stage and all those robes and things like that. Right? I think the Police did it right. 3 guys. Beatles were 4. You don't want any more than 4.
No.
You want a singer, a guitar player, another guitar player, a bassist, and a drummer. That's what you need. And
What
maybe
about
the
Wu-Tang?
singer can do like Mick Jagger and play acoustic once in a while. How many people are in Wu-Tang? How many dudes?
A lot.
See, that's you got to split. You got to. It's a bigger cut. That's why the Commodores split up. Too many guys in the band, and only one of them was getting paid. Lionel. All right, I digress. I didn't know there were 9 members of Slipknot. Did you?
There's like 9 or 10 Wu-Tang members.
Okay.
I think sometimes you're good as a team.
No, I agree. But I think that after a while, it's diminishing returns when the paycheck shows up. And you got to cut it 10 ways. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you get really big.
Then you got your publicist, you got your lawyers, you got your manager, you got your tour manager. All these guys you got to pay taxes. Mm-hmm. You got hotel expenses, logistics, getting your equipment from
private jet.
Well, even if you don't have the private jet, there's pennies left over. I don't even know how they do it. In the photo, the band tagged 8 of the 9 members, one of whom has been revealed as Chewy says, Eloy Casagrande.
Huh?
The former drummer of Sepultura.
Oh.
The band's new keyboardist identity still remains a mystery. I think it's Rick Wakeman. Remember Rick Wakeman from Yes?
Yeah.
He could play like one up here and one down here. Remember Roundabout?
You think it's Paul from Late Night?
Oh, could be Paul Schaefer.
Paul Schaefer. You think
He's
it's Paul
pretty good.
Schaefer?
He's pretty good.
If it's secretly been Paul Schaefer in Sepultura. Sepultura?
It's Sepultura, isn't
Sepultura,
it?
I
yeah.
know, but for some reason my brain decided Sepultura.
I don't hate
Tomato,
it.
tomato.
I don't hate it.
I know, but Sepultura is the last name of a girl.
You know who the father of the old Slipknot drummer is, right?
No.
The mighty Max Weinberg.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
It's in his blood.
Max Weinberg in the Big Beat. Former star of late night television.
Jay Weinberg is his son. That used to
I
be
didn't
a
know
Slipknot.
that.
Yeah.
Where's Jay going?
I don't know.
Maybe he's going to fill in for his dad in Europe on the E Street Band Springsteen tour, which is hitting Europe here in a few days. Deep Purple is sharing new music, new material with guitarist Simon McBride. Boy, I don't even recognize any of these guys in Deep Purple. Are there any original members? Portable Door is now streaming. It'll be on the band's upcoming album, Equal One. Just as, like I said, like the equal sign and then one, which will be out July 19th. Maybe that's it. Maybe there's only one original member. Nah, looks like there might be 3 or 4.
Okay.
The video for the new song will also premiere on YouTube today. Deep Purple's first show of 2024 is tomorrow night in Singapore.
That just seems like a weird sentence to have in 2024.
Yeah. Maybe they're warming up. I don't know. You know, it's like, remember the movie Spinal Tap?
Yeah.
Where their manager comes to them and goes, hey, we got to go to Japan. We're big in Japan overnight. Like, you got to go to where your fans are.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
So maybe they've got a cachet of fans there in out there in Singapore. I don't even know where that is on a map. I can't even find it on a map, I don't think. I know it's out there in Malaysia, right?
It might as well be.
Isn't it? I don't even know. I don't know. Let's see, man. I'm telling you. Blink 182, one of my favorite bands, says they're heading out. And I bet you this story's not going to load. I typed it all up yesterday. Nope, it's not going to load, is it? Anyway, look forward to an upcoming tour and a brand new show from Blink 182 coming up. I'm telling you, man, Tuesdays are rough in the rock and roll news.
I think it's some good stories so far.
Motley Crue is teaching. Learn to read, Bob. You're Rock's last great reporter, for God's sakes. Motley Crue teases another secret club show under their pseudonym. I guess they're doing these secret club shows. Well, that's what I just said. They're teasing another secret club show. See, I did it again.
Is another. You can't.
I just can't stop saying it.
Can't stop.
Under a different name. This time they're going to be at New York's Bowery Ballroom under the pseudonym 1981. That must have been the year that the band formed, I'm guessing.
Is it? And this is for a secret club show?
Yeah. That means it's a club show, but it's a secret. And there's a concert listing for 1981 on the Bowery's website. Tickets go on sale May 3rd. The show is set to take place 2 days after Motley Crue completes their 2-night stand in Atlantic City, New Jersey, on the boardwalk to mark the beginning of their 2024 tour dates. That's an odd place to start a tour, but we will allow it. Dogs of War, released last Friday, marks Motley Crue's first single since 2019. With their new guitarist, John 5, who replaced Mick Mars. And I think there's a little bit of bad blood there. I don't know. I'm always seeing Mick Mars going off. And
I think Mick feels like the band should have just been done.
Well,
he started the band, so I think he's like, hey, I'm Motley Crue. But the other guys are like, nobody ever really... You always looked like the old guy in the band.
Well, Nikki Sixx says you can't kill us. Even when we die, we end up snorting our own ashes and coming back.
Ugh, disgusting.
So
Clean that house already.
Anyway, they worked with Bob Rock again, who produced Dr. Feelgood, one of their big hits.
And the Black
One of their
Album.
best albums. Yeah. Bob Rock, not his real name, probably. Right? I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
You think he's dishonest?
No, I just think that, there's a lot of people with the last name Rock and Rock, which doesn't make sense, right? I told you about Drew Carey's blender yesterday. I'm telling you, it is a vast wasteland of rock and roll headlines. I've tapped. That's it. I've tapped them all. Look at that, and it's only 7:27.
That's fine.
That's
We can
perfect.
run. We can run a track and come back, and we can do a
No,
little
because I got
chitty-chat.
Rock and Roll News
Chitty-chat.
Junior.
You do?
Yeah.
Congratulations, kids. Here comes the part that's just for you.
Just for you. We go to USA Today here, has all the detail. Oh, by the way, Rock and Roll News Junior is the headlines for the kids on the way to the dropout zone today. It's only Tuesday. You're going to make it to the weekend. Don't worry. Hope you got your homework done. Did you guys have school clothes and play clothes?
My mom didn't like me to wear school clothes outside, but she didn't buy me any play clothes. So I mainly played naked.
I feel like kids today, and this isn't a cut at kids or their parents on the way to the dropout, but I feel like kids today wear their play clothes to school. But in my day, we had school clothes, and when we got home from school, my mom would yell at us to put our play clothes on.
Can I just
Not to ruin our good
throw something out there?
slacks.
Are you going to ruin?
We didn't wear jeans
Are you going to ruin your good clothes playing video games or looking at TikTok?
No.
Then your play clothes can be your school clothes. No kids are outside playing football or riding their bike
No
anymore.
monkey bars.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
we
none
used
of
to
that.
play pickup games of football every afternoon.
No. Have you looked at the arm strength of the modern Gen Alpha?
I got my
child?
first concussion when I was 8.
And that's because your mom hit you with a fly swatter.
The regular kid is just made out of jelly.
Anyway, yeah, all the kids just wear Under Armour clothes or whatever, Nike, whatever, or Adidas,
Lululemon.
Lululemon. Yeah. But we had school clothes. I don't think I ever wore jeans to school. You couldn't wear jeans to school back in
Really?
the day. You wore some kind of
That's all I
pant.
wore. Jeans and a shirt.
Yeah, no.
I do
That
the
wasn't
same thing.
accepted back in the day. Anyway, Billie Eilish is coming to an arena near you. Now, this has got to put fear into the hearts and minds of parents driving their kids to the dropout zone today going, oh, Jesus, didn't we just go through this with Taylor Swift
Gotta
last
get them
year?
tickets.
Didn't we just
Gotta
go
get them
through
tickets.
this? I don't need this madness. And I'm wondering,
Billy's a vibe.
as Rock's last great reporter, I'm wondering if Billie Eilish is in the same group as Beyonce and Taylor Swift and they share their, their release plan so they don't step on each other's beautiful toes. You know what I mean?
I bet, yeah.
Anyway, she's going out on tour. The singer, she's 22 now.
Dang.
Her new album, Hit Me Hard and Soft, is going to be out next month on May 17th. She is not releasing any singles. Done research on this.
Yeah.
She's not releasing any singles ahead of this album. She wants it to hit hard and soft.
Well, you don't have to.
She says this album is more of a reflection of her than any of her other albums. Like the real her, not the character Billie Eilish, but the person. And I think we need to respect that. Still not going to buy it, but I'll respect it. All right?
All right.
I mean, Bad Guy was a pretty good song. I like that one, but it blew out my speakers and it blew out the woofers in my Sirwin Vegas.
I'm very
Too much
sorry that
bass.
happened to you.
Too much bass. You
I'm
can have.
so sorry that happened to you.
You can have too much bass, and it's not that clean, fast, tight bass. It's that flabby bass that just destroys the spider inside of your speaker.
There's a spider in there?
Yeah, there's a part of the speaker called the spider. You would know this if you had a channel. I know these things.
Like spider.
Anyway, what was I going to say? So if you want to know, parents, where to go to USA Today and do a search, and they give you all the information on how you cannot get tickets. Good luck. I'm sure glad. There's moments like this, I'm glad I don't have a daughter. You know what I mean?
Well, I have one.
Because I won't have to worry. I thought she was off the Eilish.
She's back on it.
She's not currently the big on the Eilish, but I don't know,
The general on sale is scheduled Friday, May 3rd, though today, American Card Express holders... What did I say?
You said American Card Express holders.
I'll let that go.
There it is.
American Express card members today can get tickets in pre-sale somehow. I guess maybe they mailed something in your bill. I don't know.
I'll have to check.
I don't know how all this works. All this, I feel like I don't have the right credit cards to get tickets. I don't know anybody in the corporate world that can help me get tickets. When you go to these big enormodomes, all right, and I'm saying this generically. You have no idea how much of that house is already pre-bought by corporations, credit card companies, high-tech firms. You're getting, as a regular Joe, you're just getting the scraps. And I'll probably lose my job over saying this.
Uh-oh.
And not my job on the show. I mean, my job is Rock's Last Great Reporter.
Oh, okay.
But they can't touch me because I'm under exclusive contract. But you'd be shocked at how much of a 17,000-seat arena is already pre-sold to insiders and show holds. It's ridiculous. That's why when you go into the waiting room and you think, well, I'm the first one here. I got here a half hour early. And then when the tickets go on sale, you're number 9,085th in line.
It's all about the money.
But the venue only holds 4,000 people. Sorry.
I say go back to box office only. Tickets.
I say go back to the Visa bands and make people earn the tickets like they used to in the good old days.
Yeah.
Like when I camped out for 8 days outside the Irwin Center to see Bruce Springsteen's... what tour was that? Must have been the Darkness on the Edge of Town tour I saw.
There's a darkness on the edge of town.
Literally lived outside. I was homeless for 8 days.
What did you do for work?
I went to class. Someone would hold my space. We had a small group. You would have to form alliances, okay?
This sounds like you guys were cheating. Either you're in line or you're not in line.
Well, you had to go to class, okay? And they allowed that. They put your name on a list.
You know what?
And the great Jimmy Earl had the list on a clipboard.
The kids today are dedicated enough that they would miss class.
But we slept.
They quit school.
But we slept out there in the rain. We slept. The only thing we did was go to class, and Jimmy Earl would allow that. You remember the great Jimmy Earl?
I never met the great Jimmy Earl.
Amazing man. And he still is. He's retired now, I think. And anyway, and a great guitar player. He had a clipboard with all the names as they showed. It was organized. But we fought for those tickets. And that's the way it should be. I shouldn't get a ticket just because I'm in radio.
I ain't doing all that. Unless it's for Doja Cat. Doja Cat's my one.
Anyway, all right, that's enough of that. Anyway, good luck, parents. I do not see an Austin date. The closest date we're going to have... Shoot. Why does she hate Texas?
Have you
come on.
read news about Texas?
Women's rights and the whole...
I don't see any Texas date.
I think more artists will probably start skipping over.
The closest date to us is probably going to be Denver, Colorado.
If I wasn't from Texas,
Billy.
I'd probably skip over him.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you, parents. You got to throw airline tickets into the mix now, too.
Where would you rather hang out for a weekend? Denver or hot-ass Texas?
Yeah, Denver. The barbecue's not very good up there, though. Anyway, that's it. That's Rock and Roll News Junior. It's time for the Rock and Roll News Salute. And here we go. Here we go with the Rock and Roll News Salute. Let me get it up here. I got a nice letter at bobsrocknews@gmail.com. And I'll read it. Cool Bob. Rock's Last Great Reporter. My kids... Oh, wait a minute. Let me start at the beginning. My kids and I listen to KLBJ every morning for you, Matt, and Chewy. They put me first, though.
Oh.
This makes the drive to the dropout zone way better! Exclamation mark. We love the rock and roll news and the rock... I'm going to sneeze pretty soon. And the Rock and Roll News Junior. And catching up with everything that rocks. Hopefully, because of Bob and KLBJ, I can raise 2 future rock stars. My oldest, Phoenix, just turned 13 2 days ago. He's probably not crazy about hearing his name on the radio, but maybe. I don't know. My other son, Kendricks, is, I'm really going to sneeze.
Oh, they're pretty cool names. Oh, my God.
Kendricks is 10 and loves rock. We would love a rock and roll salute one day. Well, this is your day. And as always, we salute you. Keep up the good work and keep on rocking. Sincerely, Andrew G. So this salute goes out to Phoenix and Kendricks, future rock stars. Thank you. Thank you for that message, Andrew. Sing us out, Chewy. Will you hand me that box of Kleenex behind you?
Yeah.
How come he hasn't changed his name to Andrix? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, why stick with Andrew? Why not move to Andrix so you can match with your kids?
I love it.
Andrix, Phoenix.
And we just listened to Hendrix. You know what I'm saying?
You know what he's saying?
Anyway.
Kendricks.
A lesser reporter would have thrown in the towel today with the headlines I was presented with.
But
Come
he went
on.
all 12 rounds.
Come on, rockers.
He went all 12 rounds.
You've got to do better, rock and roll stars. I need more headlines on a Tuesday. And good luck, parents, with Billie Eilish. I feel for you.
Yeah, y'all are going to be fine. Y'all are going to be fine. Who needs Billie Eilish when we've got a little old school PJ?
Yeah, mornings with Matt and Bob, powered by Chewy.
Nailed it. That sounds like a great name for a show.
I'm sorry, man. These allergies are killing me today.
Really?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I think everyone's having that allergy problem.
It's like, man, my head is a little foggy. Words aren't coming out right. I'm sneezing. I need some hot chamomile tea. Can we get our staff on that? Can I get... who can I get to...
I'd go with an English or maybe a black.
I don't need more caffeine. Earl Grey. I love Earl Grey.
Earl Grey is good.
Love that guy.
We got more show to go. Is it my turn?
Go on.
Your turn? I don't even know what time it is right now.
Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Well, you started talking. I thought you were headed somewhere.
No,
I'm
I'm
getting out of
just
your way.
billboarding just getting the show going, coming out of the break, letting people know who they're listening to. Isn't that what we're supposed to do?
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm new to this whole thing.
This is 93.7 KLBJ FM Austin.
You could have
Broadcasting
station
from
idea
towers
now?
high atop Mount Larson at 100,000 watts.
I love it. Nailed it.
Let me see what I got saved here.
I know I'm really concerned that I don't know what UTC is. And my wife would know because she's in the business world.
Do you don't know what UTC is?
Yeah.
That's a University Teaching Center. UTC.
No, Universal Time Code, I think it stands for.
For what? Where's this coming from?
I told you I have an appointment on Zoom tomorrow with a major corporation, and I can't figure out what time the Zoom is because they sent me the invitation for 8 p.m. UTC.
Right.
So how would I
That'd be 3 p.m. Tuesday.
But what about with Central Standard Time?
I'm telling you, I just did it. It's giving me the conversion right here. Here's what I did. I typed in UTC 8 p.m.
What are you typing
And it
on?
said, into Google, and it just said 3 p.m. at your time.
Okay.
Did you try that? Did you try anything, or did you just shut down?
No,
and
I
panic?
tried to make the calculations in my head because I want to think that I'm smart. I know that
I'm not saying you're not smart, but did you? It
but
sounds
normally
like you didn't try to do anything.
There's a 6-hour difference.
It sounds like you didn't try to do anything. It sounds like what you did is you just started worrying.
Well, my plan was to get on.
Can't wait to hear your plan.
My plan was starting at noon tomorrow to try to get on the Zoom call every hour until it connected.
What if UTC meant
No, I
add
knew,
5 minutes and then it would have been at 8:05 or something?
I knew UTC was probably based on Greenwich, right? Mm-hmm. With the zero meridian, which is in England, UK, in Greenwich. I've been there.
Yeah.
I went on a field trip.
It's one of my favorite
I
movies.
went on a field trip there. The Cutty Sark is parked there.
Really?
Yeah. The ship. It used to be anyway.
I know what it is.
No, you know the alcohol.
I thought it was Kid Cudi, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's zero meridian, right? That's zero.
Yeah.
That's where time started.
And the UTC offset for Central Time is
5 hours.
or 6 hours, depending on where we are, because we change our time here.
All right, that's the confusion then.
But there isn't any confusion. I just told you right now, Google has it all figured out because we live in the future right now.
Some magical,
3 p.m.
wonderful Google.
Who are you meeting with? Well, who's this magical British company you're meeting with? Is it the Queen?
The King?
Can't say.
The Queen's dead.
Well,
I can't
okay,
say.
thank you, Morrissey, but there's still another Queen.
There is?
Yeah. Didn't Camilla, isn't she married to, didn't she become the Queen? Or is she just
I
shacking
thought you were
up
a
with him?
princess. I thought the Queen
There's a new
was
king, right?
I
I thought
they
the Queen was the
renounced
ruler.
I thought Camilla lived.
Did Camilla never marry old man, what's his name? Old man King? To the internet. Let's find that one out. Put that in there.
Queen.
Maybe she's not queen. Maybe she can't be queen because
Queen Camilla. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Camilla is Queen of the UK and the 14 other Commonwealth.
But you
women.
don't say Her Majesty, do you? If she's not the ruler? There's so much I don't know about that weird kind of culture.
which is weird because you live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. But how would you greet her?
What's up?
So,
No,
What's
you
my-
don't dap.
nice crown.
What's Bracken?
Is it Your Majesty?
I don't know.
Here's the thing. You don't need to worry about it because no one's ever inviting you. You're not Walt Macaborsky, okay? You're not on television. You're not getting invited to meet anybody. You're on radio, which means
You're scourge of existence.
We find out about concerts the day after they happened
Right.
because we read about them in the paper.
Right, we didn't even get free passes to the Rolling Stones.
Do you still want to be queen, or be awarded something at 76?
Oh, you're saying it seems like a little late to be awarded
Yeah, I'm
that?
like, this ain't even going to be fun.
Because to me,
Winning the lottery at 80, that doesn't sound fun either.
well, except that you'll probably be able to keep that money around for your family. What
What does that do for me?
So what you're saying is that you don't want power unless you can be irresponsible with it?
You don't have power. You're powerless at 80.
She's the queen. She's not powerless.
You're vulnerable. You're vulnerable
She could
to
throw
time.
out an edict.
Oh, yeah? Let's see her stop age. How much money is that going to take?
There's absolutely nothing that seems fun about being in the royal family. You're under constant scrutiny. People are trying to stab you in the back all the time, trying to catch you doing something wrong. I don't know how you could be so loved and hated at the same time.
I don't see them I don't see them on jet skis or having fun.
No.
DJ Khaled or something.
Well,
like that.
they're show jumping their horses.
You got to be proper all the time.
They go on
and
fox hunts, right?
Use the right spoon.
When was the last time you went on a fox hunt
None of this seems fun.
that wasn't on 6th Street?
I don't know. I think that's inhumane. I like fox.
You say it seems unfun, but that's because you've never had a royal bath with the royal bathers.
And that brings up another topic.
A royal bath.
We got time.
What?
Well, there's a new study out because you brought up bathing, but we may have to bring it up later because it could be a bigger topic. But apparently, showering daily isn't necessary and may not have any health benefits, according to some experts.
Agreed, because you know what you're doing? Your body has protective coating.
Oh, just like dog poop.
It doesn't have self-cleaning, though. It's not like an oven.
It's not self-cleaning, but there are oils and things, especially on your face, that protect your face from the air and the elements. And when you scrub that off,
I need to hear some science words.
you have a
if you're gonna
no
I need
protective
to hear science. Protective oil is going to do it for me.
Protective
Give me some
coating
science
is
words.
science.
Beaker.
Okay, but apply it to the argument.
Bunsen
somehow.
burner.
Protective coating is scientific.
What is in the protective coating and what is it protecting me
Don't
from?
make me go to the magical Google like Matt just did.
Oh, please.
Okay, I'm going to put it. Okay, protective.
Approximately 2/3 of Americans
Skin's protective coating.
Shower every day. There's a third of you nasties not showering. Some of the most common reasons are to prevent body odor. Yeah. Freshen up after working out. That's me right now. I can't sweat. You want me to sweat? Is all that protective sweat and stink supposed to help me?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay, here we go. I put in protective coating, not showering.
And not right after birth or something.
Here's
either.
what I got. AquaGlide XP is an ultra protective coating that bonds to shower glass, repelling moisture and soap film. When the glass is treated with AquaGlide XP at the factory, more.
That was pretty scientific.
Yeah.
Robert H. Schmerling, MD.
Wait. So now you won't be... So...
MD.
You don't want to believe protective coating because you want science words, but now you're going to tell me something from Schmerling?
Senior faculty editor of Harvard Health Publishing.
Doesn't say he's a publisher, not a doctor.
Noted in an article for Harvard Health that frequent hot showers remove the healthy oils.
Okay.
The protective coating.
And good bacteria from the skin.
Here's
good
more
bacteria.
information.
You can get good bacteria back on your skin by licking yourself like a cat.
Bacteria goes to bacteria prison and gets reformed. As a result, the skin can become dry, itchy, or irritated, he noted.
That's what I've got. Washing too frequently with water that is too hot can also cause skin to dry out, damage its, here's scientific word for you, permeability. How's that? All right, you satisfied now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Barrier and trigger skin conditions like you had mentioned. So you know how sometimes you have oil or grease in a pan and you have to heat it up to clean it?
Yeah.
You're melting. So what you're doing with the hot water on your face is melting.
Here's my...
But if
the
you ever
protective-
notice, sometimes you
the
have that
protective
coating
grease.
on yourself and it makes you feel kind of like cold and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You got to get rid of that coating on occasion.
After
You
a
got to
couple
break that.
days.
It gets sticky. Look, about an hour after showering, I already got my oils back.
Is this Toxic Tuesday, by the way? No, that's later.
Yeah, Matt's got one saved. I wish
I
you
do?
Yeah, you said you had a banger.
No, I said that I had a banger and I couldn't remember it.
remember what it was.
That doesn't mean
You
I
got
have
time.
one.
You got time.
Oh, yeah. Let's rely on the stroke guy to remember something.
You have time.
My Toxic
It'll come to
Tuesday
you.
is it's completely self-indulgent
It
and has to do with people in general in public.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Well, we'll. How about we do this? How about we discuss that during a break?
I could be out of line, but
You have a
I think you should shower
hydrolipid
every
film on your skin.
Hydrolipid means water fat.
You have horny cells,
yeah, dude.
horny layer.
I got 2 or 3 horny layers.
I'd
got an
say you
ass-
got 4 or 5, bro.
You got an acid mantle in your skin. There's all kinds of stuff in there. You don't want to be scrubbing that off. I say you can go 3
Look,
days without a shower.
sweating in the gym. Last night I was sweating at like 7:30. What was I supposed to do? Not shower? When am I supposed to shower?
I think if you sweat, you shower. That's my rule.
That's again. And look, I'm almost sweating every day.
I think you towel off.
You sweat every time you eat or poop, which I don't know why your body thinks. Basically, if one of your orifices is being used, you start to sweat. Have you noticed that?
Yeah. Okay.
So you probably need to shower more than a regular person. Even if I shower and remove the oils, I'll put them right back on because you know me. I'm not going to wash my jeans and I'll wear yesterday's shirt, no problem. I don't care about that.
I save all my oils like bacon grease and just reuse it.
Now, what do you think about a person that, like, I've always said that if your significant other is showering more than once a day,
Yeah.
Having an affair.
Well, yeah, everyone knows she comes back from a night out and hops straight in the shower. Yeah, that's always a sign. Let's see here. Our immune systems need a certain amount of stimulation by normal microorganisms, dirt, other environmental exposures in order to create a protective antibody and immune memory. This
now you get
Harvard man
scientific.
said. Overcleaning your body is probably not a compelling health issue. Schmerling also wrote.
Not a compelling health issue. So you just took away everything that you were trying to do.
Yeah. So it's just an article that is like, I don't know, do whatever.
He basically is saying if you shower too much, you get dry, itchy skin. And you know what you do for dry, itchy skin? Lotion, which is just more oil.
I think we're doing just fine. Please, people, keep smelling good.
Here's the problem, though.
Well, let your note.
Showering is actually put out. The whole is a fantasy. It's a conspiracy perpetrated by big Jergens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big Lotion is trying to, because we stopped using lotion
right.
for the motion, right? They realized a lot of us grew
Their
up.
market share was dwindling.
Yeah.
So
Because
they're
a lot of dudes were moving to the dry jerk, and so they realized how else are we going to get? So they started convincing us to shower, so we'd have to use more Jergens.
While there is no ideal frequency, experts suggest that showering several times per week is plenty for most people, unless you are grimy, sweaty, or have other reasons to
Let your
shower.
nose-
We're going to
guide.
discuss the fact that a company literally came out with lotion,
and named it one letter off from Jerkins and just acted like it's not a big deal.
Not an accident.
I wonder which one came first, though. Because I don't think that term was
What?
before the 70s, maybe?
You think originally they were saying, what, you're Jergin off? You think that's what they originally said? Jergens?
I don't know. I didn't live through the time. I'm just here at the result.
You couldn't whisper into a girl's ear, just jerg it.
Baby, I jerged to your Facebook photo.
Oh, what a great lead-in for my next client.
Lean in now for some thick headlines.
Biggest story of the day yesterday were the rampant overdoses. It started around 9 a.m. yesterday, and all said and done, the highest count I've seen is over 50 overdoses yesterday.
Where?
Alone, all throughout the city. They started downtown. I think it was it's drugs being distributed amongst unhoused people, homeless people.
Okay.
30 opioid-related overdose calls within an hour, but this is an earlier story. Although the latest I saw yesterday was over 50. There were 4 deaths. Once they knew what was going on, immediately EMS started distributing Narcan kits. They distributed a total of 153 Narcan kits during the day.
Any fatalities or anything?
Yeah, 4.
Oh.
Officials say they do not know which drugs people were overdosing on, but they suspect it's a new batch of drugs that's hit town. I bring this up; it's very important. It doesn't discriminate. We don't know which communities it will hit. It's very easy for a batch like this to spread. Prom season is coming up. Our young people and graduation season coming up. Our young people want to blow off some steam. I'm not one to judge people for doing drugs. I'm not. I think it's a ridiculous, antiquated thing to do, to go, well, they shouldn't have been, whatever. That's silly. Young people sometimes, and they can make mistakes. Please have those discussions with your friends, young people in your family, whatever, your neighbors, or if you're listening. It is not a good time right now to get involved, to take a pill that you don't know about. Cocaine is another thing that seems like a party, fun time. We have a close member in the Waterloo family who lost a family member to a simple little $80 baggie you buy because the fact that it had opioid in it. And bringing it up because it's serious, and I don't understand why this continues to happen.
Just smoke some weed. That's it.
Well, this stuff scares me because I think you can be a really good person and think, oh, this will be fun to try this out. Part of youth is experimenting and learning what your body and brain can do. Mm-hmm. And I think this is tragic that, these are not the overdoses that happen because somebody is a rabid drug user or has lost their life or has been stabbing people or whatever. This happens in party towns, and it's we've got to just be very, very, very aware of it. In some good news for Austin, music insiders think there may be a new opportunity to help the music scene here in Austin. It's been under attack for 25 years now, I guess always, but the last 25 years have been particularly hard on the music business. Chip Adams has been slated to take over the Texas Music Office. Chip Adams is a local Austinite and Austin musician. He's worked at the music office for quite some time, but he now will be taking over. He ran an independent label here in the city. He is a musician. He's going to oversee the office that helped to drive more than $26 billion in statewide economic activity. This could be a great way to help, the Austin Music Office as well, the Red River Cultural District, all those things, and continue to find ways to help musicians thrive in the city because it has been a big part of the city. It's a big part of why tourists come here, but it has been under attack for some time. Here is another sad fact about the city. We see we're going back and forth here. Back and forth.
Good, bad, good, bad.
Good, bad, good, bad. A myriad of data from the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which you also may know as FEMA, has come out. It's identifying which states face the most financial risk due to various weather events. I've got some bad news for you. It looks like we may have another record hot summer this year. And it's hard to believe that because it's been a pretty mild spring, but we've been switching from El Nino to La Nina, not to be confused with La Baby, and which is Bob's new follow on Instagram.
You like what you like.
Hey, you do, don't you? There could be a huge outbreak over the next couple of years of tornadoes, wildfires, hurricanes, flooding, landslides, lightning, drought, among other events. Texas is ranked at number 10 right now for catastrophic financial risk due to weather-related events. So we're going to see huge changes. In the 1970s, we saw maybe 1, maybe 2 100-degree days. By the 1980s, there was one particularly hot summer, but the rest of it, 90s is what was considered to be summer weather here in the Austin area, 60s, 50s. So it goes back 100 years. Then starting in the mid-90s, we started seeing a creeping in of 100-degree weather. Of course, last year we had 80 days over 100 degrees. 2011, the super drought was the hottest on record. We were only behind by a tiny bit last year. We think we may be locked into that series for really the foreseeable future. So just heads up, it's going to cost you more money to live in Texas than ever before because you're going to keep having to replace your shingles on your house. You got to go get the hail guys to fix your car.
No, thank you.
Man, you paint a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Well, on that, another reminder, too. I know I sound like everybody's dad today, and I don't mean that. There is a story in Reddit today. Somebody saw a collision. Somebody jumped off the bridge that spans over Barton Springs right there before it lets into Town Lake, or Lady Bird Lake, if you prefer. And they jumped off without a spotter. They did hit somebody's paddleboard. Both people got out of the water and were okay. But a reminder that Texas, in Central Texas, one of the worst places to go jumping into water if you don't understand what's down there. The fluctuating lake levels at Lake Travis mean that I saw somebody break their back. It happens pretty regularly. Plus, we didn't used to care about our waterways here. So in a lot of the waterways, there's a bunch of rebar, concrete, cars. If you can't see because of our murky waters, you can get hurt. So a reminder that you may not go to like Jacob's Well. It's a nice little blue hole. You can see what's happening. It's safer to jump there.
While you can, it'll be a ditch by the end of the summer. Are we going to be able to put boats in water at any point this summer, you think?
Boats.
I mean, you could put a boat. Did you not see that clip that came out of Ludacris riding one of those electric boats on Town Lake? Did you see that?
Luda
You really
is here?
didn't? Luda was in town a couple of weeks ago.
way.
Yeah, and he was riding a little boat around Town Lake.
What about Lake Travis? I feel like I heard some boat ramps were closed and stuff.
Well, water's very low, and it's going to get lower. And I don't know that Lake Travis will ever return to really the same kind of recreational lake that it once was.
There goes the party.
Well, we're looking at approximately 1 billion people will eventually be in the Central Texas area. We have one big aquifer that we've pretty much drained. We're going to be really hurt.
If we all stand in the lake, it'll rise, right?
Well, yeah, but that doesn't increase the volume of water. That just increases the level.
What if we all pee at the same time?
Water.
That will work.
There we go.
That will work. Of course, some of you are probably wondering, hey, how come Matt hasn't talked about the arrests on UT? I can if you want. If you can also look at the news, it's the big story, but I don't think it's affecting the city at large. It's going to be the same thing we talked about earlier last week, that once you made those first arrests, the students aren't going to stop. And this won't stop until school lets out. And it's just going to be what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
There were more arrests yesterday?
There were 100 arrests yesterday.
That's a lot.
Which before, I think there were 50-something. There were more. Yeah, well, this time, it wasn't just a protest, but they were setting up an encampment, and there are some guidelines about how you can set up an encampment. Now there are more than 500 faculty that have signed a letter saying they don't have any faith in Hartzell, the president. It'll be its own big, huge issue.
Yeah,
But
state troopers got to use some stun grenades, baby.
I think that Hartzell kind of signed that for himself, though, when he...
Good work.
I mean, the university is going to always want the president to protect the university, and there are some speculation that, I mean, he's caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't know him personally. I'm not going to speak to defend him. I just know that our particular governor has had a bit of a boner for the university for a while, wanting to crack
Austin,
some
I
heads
think.
over there.
Is
yeah.
that smoke?
Yeah.
Boy,
yeah.
that looks like if you made that footage black and white and the models of the cars aside,
Yeah.
it looks like something from the 60s in California.
I mean, I think it's similar. I think the protests in California.
Wait, there goes a Cybertruck. Ruins the whole illusion.
Yeah.
It really does. It really does ruin the whole illusion.
Of course, it had to be there.
Yeah.
What were you saying, Matt? Sorry.
No, just that I don't. I mean, it's there. You know, it's the same thing that happened like with Occupy and stuff like that. The messaging has been muddied a bit as to what the protesters want. They've said, well, we want you to divest. Also, we want an end to the war. And I was like, I don't know that UT can control that war. And UT has locked into certain things where they can't divest.
Are
So
these people anti-Semites?
from afar? Are you asking me?
I mean, that's what governor's calling them, right?
I think that I've heard a lot of very anti-Semitic chants coming from the group, but I don't know that all of them are anti-Semites. And I think a lack of education has a lot of people doing things that they ordinarily wouldn't do and they don't understand.
So it says here.
Well, we said it here. We said it here back in January when people called and asked the show. The issue that I think a lot of people are having is that they are looking at this issue starting at October 7th only, and they are making their minds up on the Palestinian Israeli conflict, and they're looking at it as a thing that started October 7th, which is one of the dumbest things you can do on a conflict that literally started in the 1920s. So unless you want it, most people do not want to take the month it would take to actually go back and really familiarize yourself and learn all this stuff.
You should go down there and teach them.
I'm not going to teach. It's not my job to teach them.
But it
They're
says
at
here
the
that-
university. They're paying money. The university can teach
It says
them.
they believe that there's many non-UT affiliated individuals involved in this. Why are there tents and
The
stuff?
majority of people communicating on these issues are communicating via social media these days. And I have zero doubt whatsoever that a lot of this communication is being affected by people overseas. Zero doubt. The same way that groups were affected during January 6th, where they all decided we're going to go inside of this building. And I really thoroughly believe that a lot of those people, whether I believe what they believe or not, they believed something strongly, right? Mm-hmm. And I do think a lot of what they believed was affected by people overseas. There are people in China, there are people in Russia,
Yeah, bot farms.
who there's a value for them to affect American politics. By the way, the American politics, the CIA does it to other countries all the time. And I think that right now there is a real value in an election year to upset the apple cart here in this country. And I think that that's a lot of what's going on.
Should these protesters be pepper sprayed and stun grenaded?
I don't know what they're doing, and you would have to clarify that before I can answer that question. I don't think that you should stun gun and pepper spray people for peaceful protesting, ever. Even if they're protesting something nice. But I don't think that you should pepper spray the Ku Klux Klan for walking up Congress, even though I vehemently am opposed to the Ku Klux Klan. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, one of the things you're going to have when you have freedom of speech is that you're going to have things that you're going to have to see. You have to see things and hear things that you don't like.
Yeah,
We're way
Abbott.
over. We're way over. Can we? And I have to yell at you. So can we?
Oh, okay.
So can we go to break so that we can
Sure.
come back and I can yell at you about something?
I'd love for that to happen.
Do you have a sounder for the new head-to-head?
That's today?
That's
It's not today.
a lot
It's literally every day.
a lot of quiet.
Right.
We talked about it yesterday.
Yeah, head to head. Head to head. Yeah.
I'm sure before you ran out of here to lunch yesterday, you got it built or whatever, right?
The head to head thing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you headed right now? Why are you running to the other room all of a sudden in a hurry?
I'm not.
Head to head.
Welcome back. It's Tuesday.
I don't know why I just told you the date. You know what day it is.
Not necessarily.
I meant to say...
Not everybody has a smartwatch, Matt.
I meant to say it's Mondays with Matt. That's not all... Oh, God, what is going on with me?
Allergies.
You can't use allergies as an excuse for everything.
I do.
My brain is not working correctly.
I use it in the bedroom.
Sorry, honey.
I use it in the boardroom.
Got allergies tonight.
I can't... Honey, I'm sorry my arms gave out so soon, and I fell on top of you. It's allergies.
Allergies.
Can
Be
you
better
get...
next time.
Honey,
Next time.
Honey, is there any way you can get on top? Allergies.
Try it.
To be fair, all she has to do is to sit.
IRS.
A guy's
And
got
let
to
the waterbed do the rest.
A guy's got to do a lot more work. That's a lot of shoulder you got to put in there. And abs.
If you got to press some legs.
Oh,
too.
my God.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is a lot
It's
of
a
work.
full body workout.
It really is a lot of work for a dude.
Allergies. I'm just thinking, can you imagine last year you moved to Austin because everybody did? Right?
Yeah.
But everybody
And now you've got student protests. You're dying of allergies. You just found out we're going into a 100-day heat wave. No water. Like, would you be second-guessing your decision at this point?
Maybe they're the ones bringing the allergies.
How bad was it where you came from?
Maybe we're allergic to California.
$400 dinners?
Hey, let's get back on topic.
Sorry.
This is the new...
I'm trying to just clean house.
This is the new segment where we do head-to-head. We should have come straight. We shouldn't even come out in this bed. We should have come out into the new big head-to-head sounder that yesterday we had a little bit of an issue. We had a little bit of an issue. I was talking a little bit to you guys. You had forgotten to email me or call or check your email or whatever.
You didn't give us UTC time for the Zoom we were going to do.
I didn't have to give you time. I said, you please give me a time where we can Zoom. And neither of you responded. I'm not going to do this again today.
And you
Chewy?
shouldn't.
Yeah.
You were going to work on a sounder for us.
Yeah. That's pretty much done.
All right. Let's hear the head-to-head sounder for all the new head-to-head action that we'll be doing.
Oh, it's like a generic head-to-head.
Right.
Okay.
You ready?
Because I just did one. Okay, I have to word up this. Okay.
Right.
And then the AI here, I think the intro's coming.
Welcome to Head to Hide. Let's play the game.
Head to heart? What did he say?
Did you really not build a head-to-head thing even after the meeting yesterday where we said, hey, you're going to build the head-to-head intro?
Here's the issue.
Okay, I would love to hear the issue.
And it's
Allergy.
and here's the thing. I think our system has allergies, and so some of all of the elements that I would usually take are gone. So I'll do some with my mouth, and then this would.
You'll do some with your mouth.
Welcome to Head to Head. And then I think fire here. I think we can do it all as a team, kind of thing. I mean,
the cameo game. The cameo game is only one game under head to head is a new thing that we do every day of the week.
That's the big conglomerate
Bob,
that head
honestly,
to head. I mean,
Bob,
the cameo thing.
I didn't do a bad job of explaining this. We were here for 2 hours yesterday.
Right.
And usually it's 1 hour. We were here for 2 hours yesterday. We did not leave until noon yesterday.
Right.
Discussing all of this.
Right. I think that I will say that, number one, allergies are really bad. Okay. Number two,
it's
Rome
tough,
wasn't built in a day. And number three, we don't really have a production staff. I don't even know if we have access to sound effects.
Don't say we don't have a production staff. We have a production staff.
Spicy.
We hired. Here's what's frustrating to me.
Right.
Is the consultant said if you allow your producer on air, what will happen is your producer will stop producing. And we said that's ridiculous.
Right.
But right now, I'm going to say something.
Okay. Don't say something you'll regret later.
Yeah, we're going to have lunch later. You're going to buy me lunch later? I don't want it to be awkward.
I'm with you, man. But, I mean, one day, half a day, whatever it's been, it's not even 24 hours yet. And, we got to pick a song. Like Love is a Battlefield might be a good one.
You have to use unlicensed songs for it anyway.
Where do we get that? Where's that library?
We have an entire library that's available to him.
Well, right now, there's a bunch of police tape out there. I don't know if we can even get to that room.
This room right here.
Oh.
This room right here. It's part of our studio. There's no one else down here because everybody else has been fired off a radio. There's nobody that exists in this hallway right now.
By the way, is this the head-to-head?
When did we talk? Yesterday, when did we talk about the fact that I had booked Matthew Odom for Thursday?
Yeah.
Oh, I think they just produced them. I think we got one.
All right. Take two. That's epic.
Welcome to Matt Bearden's Head to Head, the Conceders segment, with games like the Cameo game.
What was the middle part?
I know what you're trying to do, and it's actually pissing me off.
Let's
We're going
get
from
started.
funny to...
Don't get mad.
Don't be mad.
I don't want this room to be like the good old days.
Don't be mad.
Let me ask you a question real quickly. Okay, I'm actually going to ask you a series of questions.
Okay, I hope it's quick. Because we got to get back to the contest.
So for more than a month, Matthew Odom has been booked for Thursday
Love Matthew Odom.
at 8:50. Mm-hmm. Okay? Then yesterday you said, I have speed dating booked for Thursday at 9 o'clock. And I said, how can you do that? And you said, yeah, I didn't really look at the calendar. Mm-hmm. And you're the producer, so literally it should be something you look at every day. And
we need a digital, like it hanging up in here.
Why
Right?
would it make
Bob?
a difference? We have a digital calendar right now that's on your phone and on your computer.
I needed to get to center.
We had one hanging up here, and it never got used. And you guys literally said to me, well, can we get one like a digital one? Can we get like a Google Calendar that would be easier to use?
I need to screenshot it and put it as my wallpaper on my phone.
How come you can't just, before you book something, say, let me look at the calendar and see what's going on? I even said this yesterday. I said, I don't want to sound like the asshole guy. So what happened? So we discussed it, and I said, let me write to Matthew Odom and tell him that we had. And so I had to write to literally one of the editors at the Austin American Statesman and say, I'm sorry, but we double booked the day.
Well,
and
listen,
I can't move. I can't move the day. What?
Let's be fair. We're talking about newspaper.
Bob,
Let's be fair. They've got nothing.
Bob, whose side are you on right now?
I'm just saying we're talking about
Bob,
newspaper.
whose side are you
I'm
on?
sure Matthew would come in any day that we.
What? Whose side? Honestly, whose side are you on?
I'm on the side of. Sorry, my ears blocked up with a sneeze. I'm on the. I'm all team. We should team.
Does it seem like team if you cause one of your team members to have to call somebody and say, hey, remember when I booked you a month ago? And you said, really, the only day I can do is that Thursday because of my kids and my work schedule. And then you have to call and say, is there any way you can move to Wednesday?
Yeah, it's embarrassing. I get it.
That's all I want. I just want you to say it's embarrassing.
But
because wait. No, but. Just listen.
I think it makes you sound busy.
Just listen.
Popular.
I feel like I'm in trouble.
So yesterday, I turned to you, Chewy, and I said, I got Matthew Odom to move. We can still do the speed dating on Thursday. Mm-hmm. I moved Matthew Odom to Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm trying not to curse. So what the F did you write to me yesterday afternoon?
I said, hey, we have a special guest Wednesday, 8:20, prime time, because she deserves
I'm
it.
being honest with you. What did you write to me yesterday? Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, unless I have to go back here. Let me see.
I booked intern Natalie for Wednesday at 9 a.m. for a practice date. You said, or are we planning for Odom to stay for the rest of the show? Mm-hmm. So you think we're going to interview him from 8:50 to 8:59 and get rid of him? You think he's coming here for? You think he's driving here for a 10-minute interview?
Listen, I gotta
now
be
the
honest
picture
with
I
you.
sent was the calendar, and again, I don't want to blame the calendar in this situation because
I gotta be honest with you. Matthew's a food guy. He didn't even stop at Whataburger on the way over. I mean, he could pick up a bag of something.
he's got
I'm just
something
saying,
in
he's
it.
got
He's
the
got
time.
to-go plates in
I
his
wrote
car,
you.
I'm
He's
sure.
in newspaper. He's got time.
So I wrote to you and I said, Odom's book 8:50 to 9:22. I know that because I looked at the calendar. And you wrote and said, no, it says 7:50. You must have changed it.
Yeah.
Which actually kind of pissed me off that you decided that I changed it.
Well, I thought maybe you were changing days. We're going to change times. I feel like that might go with it. So
I think we should have.
Can I ask you a question?
I think
When's the last time we had an interview at 7:50 in the morning?
Oh, man, I don't know.
Because
I'd have to
over
go
the
back,
weekend, both you guys got a huge document that said, here's where interview segments go now at 8:50. So you thought, the first day after we've instituted the new benchmarks that I would come and just say, I'm going to move Matthew Odom to 7:50, a time that's not marked out for interviews?
He is a newspaper.
It
They
was
get
a
up early.
Digital document?
Then you wrote back, it said 7:50. You must have changed it. It said, or I'm on PST. Mm-hmm. And I wrote
That's
back.
Pacific Standard.
I wrote back, yeah, but that wouldn't even make sense. A 1 hour change for Pacific? You know the Pacific is 2 hours different than us?
Mountain time, then.
And I wrote back and said, you're giving me PST. It's which made you laugh.
Yeah, it did. It did. Look, okay, the calendar could be off somehow. It could be my
Yeah, we
calendar.
have to be flexible a little bit.
I don't know if the same calendar.
It is radio.
Then she's coming in for a bit to help us promote a bit that's happening on Thursday from 9 to 10.
Uh-huh.
And you said, well, I'll book her at 8:20. How does it? That's not the same listening group. At 8:20, that's a different listening group than the group that's on at 9:15.
Right, so that group might want to maybe be like, I got to hear that.
I'll
so
stay in the car.
Let me rearrange my day and check my Google Calendar
But that's not
as
how
a listener and start, changing my itinerary.
What time did you book her for?
Oh, wow, I got to look again here. Hang on.
She does have a calendar.
Hold on, I got to pull it up here. You see how difficult this is? You see how difficult this is?
I think we should do a Zoom call
Let me
every,
see. Let me go to
every
the calendar
afternoon.
here.
We should do
I
it.
think you think I'm doing a bit right now.
And practice date, 9 a.m., Wednesday, May 1st.
But she can't do 9. We just discussed this already.
Right, because
Matthew Odom's here.
Matthew's going to be
So
here
you
from
haven't
8:50 to
rescheduled her.
9:15.
You haven't rescheduled her
Hold on, let me
to
change it.
9:30 then.
I'm going to change it on the Google Calendar.
Because you know that it's not currently on the Google Calendar.
It's not?
No.
Oh, good. Then I don't have to change it. Here. Hang on. Edit.
So what did you do? You put it on your calendar?
I guess so. All right. You can't see that?
No, it's not on the calendar. It's not on the group calendar. You didn't save it as a group calendar thing.
I don't. This Google Calendar.
You're literally okay, this is going to hurt your feelings.
Uh-huh.
Don't hurt anybody's feelings.
Carissa was a better producer than you.
Oh,
How?
how could you? You can't take that back.
Why would I take it back? Yes, she left the station off air for 2 days, but generally, if we said to her, hey, can you book somebody for this time, she got it done.
Mm-hmm. Well, she was good.
Yesterday, I'm like, hey, can you build by tomorrow? Can you build? And you said, yeah, I'll get that.
9:30.
When you went home yesterday, what did you do?
You can't ask that.
I
That's
was
his
really
personal
tired
time.
at night, and then so I had to take a nap. It was, I needed a good nap. You got to think about self-care in today's world, in society.
Part of how we negotiated for you is we said, hey, the guy works. When he goes home, he does 3-4 hours of production work for us.
Thank you for that. We fooled them again.
God, dude. I'm having a hard time because part of me is mad, but also part of me can't be mad at you. And I don't like this about you. I don't like that you have this dimply ass face.
I don't like it
that's
about
all
me either.
cute and adorable, and I can't even get pissed off at you because all it does is perpetuate this kind of behavior because you know ain't nobody can be mad with you. And is this what you did to your mom
But
the
wait
whole
a
time
minute,
you
I
were
want to
growing
know
up?
what we negotiated for Chewy because he's still giving plasma. Like, I don't know what
I think that was part of the deal.
what was.
Which is
Because he
also-
used to be a part-time employee. They didn't want to pay him
but
full-time.
that was years ago. That was years ago.
Now, you know what? Ironically,
Ironically, you've decided, well, since it was years ago, he doesn't have to do the work. What the F does that mean?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, listen, you know my attitude toward this business, okay?
What is your attitude
My
toward
attitude
this
toward
business?
this business is you can't control it. You can't. Now, we're very lucky right now. The gods, the radio gods have been in our favor for the last 2 years, and specifically in the last 6 months, incredibly well. I'm smart enough to know that is fleeting. You know?
okay.
They pass it around. The radio gods pass it around. We are the golden ones now.
We are the world.
I think you can see that in our,
You're not saying anything.
I'm saying
But it was
that
beautiful, though.
that
No, but you're saying the same thing, one sentence over and over again. Are you
our
trying just to get us to
business
break so we can just be done with this?
Now you're yelling at me.
Yes.
You're going to give me PTSD, bro.
Here's
what
why I'm yelling
You're
at
giving
you.
me PTSD, and I'll take my shirt off and start swinging.
You never did. Here's why you're giving you PTSD, and I'm yelling at you. You should go. Yeah. My name's on the show too, and Chewy,
I've
I
done
really
this long enough.
gotta chat
fine.
with you. We really do need to get the things that have to get done that suck. Really do also have to get
brand
done, even though they
suffers.
suck.
You know what? I'm coming down on you for not coming down on me.
Dude, you're such a prick. I hate you right now, dude. I hate you.
I changed it on Google. Here's the thing: when I book plasma, it automatically asks, "Would you like me to add this to the calendar?" And it pops me in there. This seemed almost impossible. Did I change?
It is not
calendar.
currently on the calendar.
And I don't see it. I got my calendar.
Okay. So we have Matthew Odom here at the wrong time on my calendar, and then I put something down, and it's the wrong. It's not even there.
Oh wait, there it is. Alex practice date from 10:30 to 11 tomorrow.
10:30 to 11.
Yeah. You have to go into Google Cal and set up what you're in the wrong goddamn time zone. I'm
I don't
sorry
understand how
that I
Google
said
can
goddamn,
know-
but I'm that's where I am right now.
Google can know everything except my time zone.
Because you set apparently the wrong time zone.
Why do I
And
have to set it?
You won. You won this
This is
battle.
so-
You have tired me out and you won this round. Congratulations.
Look, I'm going to look into some other digital calendars so we can really set it off here and get this locomotive moving. Right? Bob?
Yeah.
All right.
I think I fixed it.
This thing you do where your buddy
My calendar?
No, I'm not talking to you right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking to Bob, who's supposed to be a co-host with me. Bob, this thing you do where you get all buddy.
With what? With who? I'm
Everything's cool. It's all fun.
I'm friendly with everybody. I get along with everybody. I just
No, you got to
I get it. I don't know if this is where I don't know if this. Listen, again, we're talking about.
Hey, how many things does Bob put on the Google calendar?
None. I'll have that
I
meeting
don't
with him
care.
later.
I don't care. I've done this for so long, and no good intentions has ever in this business has ever paid off the way that you thought it was going to pay off. And then one day you're just scratching your ass out in the sun, and somebody calls you and say, "Hey, you're number one." Well, I didn't do anything to get that. Well, but it's just your day. It's your month.
Right.
And then there have been times we worked our ass off. We've done this, we've done that. We had a contest. We did a film festival. We did number 12.
So you don't know how to use the Google Calendar.
With Google Calendars didn't exist back then. I'm not
5 years ago, the Google Calendar didn't exist?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that, give him or us a day or two to come up with a sounder. These things can't happen overnight. We don't have the people to backfill. We don't have we don't have a staff.
Can I ask I'm going to ask just a quick question. Can you guys explain to me how, if I say to the world's saddest radioman, Spencer Williams, hey, can you come up with a sounder? It's there like an hour later. Is it just how his meds work?
Could be. I don't know.
Oh, the meds aren't doing anything else. Let's go through something.
I don't.
Here. Spencer's really good.
Hit word up so we can start the Cameo game.
What? It's break time. It's break time.
Please hit the... Thank you. Here comes...
The Cameo game.
It was
where
set...
we guess whether a celebrity knows their worth or is delusional. It's time to play the game.
Okay, that right there was fine.
There's not enough, though.
Well, I don't know. I sent...
we need sound effects in there.
Our robot, number 69. I guess he's number 69.0 now.
Yeah.
And he's a little sassier than...
That actually was fine for the... we talked about, in a general, it's time for a head-to-head. On today's head-to-head, the Cameo game. That worked perfect. You could work that perfectly.
That needs an explosion.
We need a head-to-head intro.
Yes.
And then
you're saying what I said to you yesterday. You're literally repeating what I said yesterday.
I feel like I'm saying it better.
No, that's fine. If you need to say it for it to get done, that's fine. Now say a thing where you go, hey, I think we need a calendar and we should check the calendar every day. I'd say that real quick and mean it.
It's just a little more palatable.
That's fine. That's
digestible.
Fine. That's fine. Say it. Say the thing about the calendar. Say it.
Bob really needs to get the Google Calendar.
Yes.
I have
yes,
the Google.
That's right.
I have it right in front of me.
That's fine.
I just corrected.
If you're empowering yourself to do the work, that's fine. I don't care. I don't care how it gets done.
I'm in the right time zone.
It just has to get done.
Did it alert you?
I'm in the right time zone.
All right.
Are you on Android or something?
No. No.
Listen, I'm not a fan of Google. No offense to anybody that works at Google downtown. I'm not a fan of Google. They make everything overcomplicated.
Except when I came to you guys and said, what calendar you want to get? You guys both said, let's just use Google Calendar.
No.
Yes.
I told you we got to do Slack. Because my wife, that's their company.
Slack sounds interesting.
Oh, God.
I'm going to download that.
I need to be able to talk like a real grown-up human right now. I need to be able to say the words.
We got into this job to not be humans.
That's what I said yesterday.
You know what I'm saying?
What I said is I got into this. Right.
I wouldn't say that I'm a lazy person.
You guys have both...
I'm not lazy.
You guys have both abdicated any responsibility whatsoever. And so...
Because it's going to do what it's going to do.
All right. It's going to do what it's going to do. When we come back, let's see what it does. How about that? When we come back, let's see what it does.
Google Calendar. I love it. Y'all were spelling in the 80s. Public school may have failed y'all, but y'all made up for it with style. I'm glad we made up.
Actually, we got a lot of support on the phones during the break.
Are we supposed to go to Nod to the Odd? Did I miss something? I feel like I'm missing something right now.
It's time for Nod's the Odd, isn't it?
No, I think that's
No, we moved
now.
it. Yeah, we moved it.
Oh, let me check the Google Calendar.
Bob said the show's going to show. It's going to do what it's going to do. I said, I agree.
Let's look at your map for a second. Let's look at your map for a second.
I agree 100%.
Where are the times?
The show should just do what the show's going to do.
Where are the times on your graph here?
Hold on. I'm pulling it up.
You forgot to put times off to the left side there.
Wasn't there an attachment? No. I think we're in the right spot. You responded a lot yesterday. Late.
And when you have a schedule change, you can't expect us to get it the first day.
Not at all.
I mean, it takes time. These things take time. You're breaking in a new habit. We're creatures of habit.
But we're seeing eye to eye.
But I don't see times on your list.
Can I thank you, Chewy? It has appeared finally. The Alex practice date has appeared on my calendar.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you've booked it from 8:30 to 9, while Matthew Odom is here from 8:45 to 9:30. That's great because that way we can
That
have the
might have been
practice
my
date.
fault.
We can have the practice date happening at the exact same time that Matthew Odom. I'm really glad that you got that worked out during the break.
I hope Matthew still enjoy. Never mind. Never mind.
Here's what I don't get. So many people called during that break to say that they were
I want to know
filled
what
with
they were
anxiety.
calling us.
Yeah, you gave a lot of people some heavy anxiety in Austin.
But what
Because Chewy represents most of the workforce here, and no offense to anybody that...
do you feel
don't
I've
take
raised
offense.
my voice in any way to you?
Just then, that sentence was a little elevated. Bob?
I'm going to stay out of this. I had 30 years of this.
I'm not even yelling. I'm laughing along with you guys. I've told you before how much I love working with you guys. I'm asking as like a partner, hey guys, could you help me out
I
with
know,
something?
but now I'm looking at
Could
this,
we
what you
not
sent us on Sunday, and I
Right.
don't see times off to the side.
I specifically didn't do times because if you
Well, you should have some approximate
I'm very
times.
time-oriented.
I am too.
and
But that's okay.
right. And if you read the whole document, it says we're going to put the times in when we have our meeting. But we never had our meeting because you guys never responded.
I had a power outage on Sunday.
Yeah. And Bob had a power outage, so that's tough on me, too. Oh, there's a whole second page to this you sent. Look at that.
Who knew?
All right.
Man, your fingers must have got tired typing all
There's
this.
there's some good ideas on here.
Not
You
when
really
I'm drinking
are.
hot coffee. You can't do
You
that
really
to
are.
me, dude. Look at
Interesting.
that, a whole second page. My God.
Real interesting stuff. All right.
It's a it's a page turner, man. It's a
Here's the thing. You have to understand that I do you know why I always was in detention? Always.
Yeah.
Why was I always in detention? What was I doing?
because you called the
Cutting up,
teacher a
I'd
bitch.
imagine, like the rest of us.
I was cutting up in class clowning, okay?
Yeah.
And here's what I don't like. We have certain responsibilities and stuff that have to get done, right? I like two things. I like being a class clown, but I'm also competitive. I love being number one right now. It feels good. It feels really good, right?
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you walk down the hall, do you feel like a little sense of pride as you walk by everybody else and you go, hey, what's it like outside of the top 5? You know what I mean?
No,
like it
because
feels good.
Because I have to tell them that we're number one.
Shut up, Siri. I never even asked you to say anything.
Yeah, I like walking the halls.
Your wife's worried for your safety right now. She just texted me.
Did she really? What'd she text you?
She thinks we're going to jump you in the parking lot.
Why would you guys jump me? But here's the thing: I want to be a cut up too. And here's the only thing I'm resenting right now is that you guys are forcing me out of the cut up position, which is where I like to be, and you
Right.
guys get to be the cut up.
I know, but who? You understood that there needed to be a lead, that there needed to be, a Leonardo of this Ninja Turtles.
I will say we had the most incredible Spider-Man 3 pointing at who's going to do any work, and basically, we played chicken, and I guess I dodged first, right?
I mean, well, look, if we were voting, I'm not voting myself for that role. And so, I mean, I guess it would automatically...
But do you think it's weird to say, I'm the producer, but I'm not voting for myself to do any of the production work?
Well, look, I mean, there's a lot of different things that go in more than just, production.
You've done so little of it, you don't know what the word is.
Your wife is texting us.
What is she
That's fine.
texting you? Why is she not
She's
texting
concerned
me?
that you are going off the deep end or something.
I said, does he ever yell at y'all?
But-
And she said, no, he just uses that voice. Oh, that voice.
Oh, now she's going to get it when I get home. Because she says this all the time.
Hey, go put it on the Google calendar so she knows.
Dad,
Kara gets it, 7:50.
I'm telling you right now, that
7:50 p.m.
bitch and that little
To the moon.
mini-me bitch that she made, all right? Because I'm not responsible for either of the ladies in my house. I don't know what they're up to. The two of them cavorting and going and spending my money at Target. But she and my daughter both said, will you use man voice?
Which I think is highly sexist of them to say. There's
is
no
kinda
other,
condescending to be
other
like,
man. There's no other
"Hey,
voice I could
honey."
use than my voice.
You can't get away with that the other direction.
No, if I said, "Oh, you're using woman voice," then I would.
Now
be,
you're canceled.
Now I'm canceled because I'm sexist. And
And
they
then
say,
Taylor
"Well, you
Swift's
use
writing a
man
song about
voice."
you, and,
I say,
like-
"I'm not use the only voice I'm using is a direct voice saying these are the things that need to be done around the house."
Do you understand why Michael Jackson used that voice throughout his career and in interviews and stuff?
Because it didn't scare the kids out of his bed.
No.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
See?
But people are calling and saying, "Well, it makes me upset that you guys are getting." I'm not yelling at you right now.
They are mad at you.
But how am I? I'm not even yelling. I'm literally saying, "Hey, man, while we're sitting here, can we fix the calendar?" And you still haven't. It still says 8:30.
I think it's the
It's
tone.
supposed to say
did that.
9:30.
I did that by accident.
It's supposed
That
to
was
say
me.
9:30.
I
Look,
changed.
Bob's sabotaging me.
No, I didn't. I had the wrong. I'm confused.
I don't think you're
I have,
yelling. I think
have to write it down
the
to
tone
really understand
is
it.
giving. It's displeased. It's a
So the tone is
displeased-
matching how I feel.
It's a displeased. It's too feeling.
It's too feeling.
Too.
Too much feeling.
What's the word I'm looking
In
for?
your
Bob?
feels.
What's the word about when you say some expressive
I
feelings?
don't know. I can't help you anymore.
If you are,
I'm not going down with you, dude.
if
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Huh? I have a legacy I have to.
I've never been a
Fulfill.
supervisor, okay? I've never been I don't
Me
know.
either. I don't wanna
know
be.
how to supervise, okay? I've never been you know who I've always been? I have always been the guy that oh my God, what happened to you, dude? What is it? What did you choke
I
on?
choked on my spit.
You choked on your own spit. Dude, you can't leave us.
Hold on. Look, I think
Don't die. You still haven't built the head-to-head sounder. We'll be doomed.
I'm very sad that you had to take the role as the leader.
No, you're not. You don't want it. And
Well,
I know goddamn well Bob doesn't want it.
I think we know that in
can't
order
be
to
led.
lead, you have to learn how to follow first.
I can't be
And
led.
so
I'm following.
I'm learning how to follow. You've already followed before, and
I'm
so
not-
that's why you're leading.
I made a decision during the last commercial break. Bob said, "Hey, it's going to do what it's going to do." Have I even mentioned Toxic Tuesday or anything? We're 10 minutes into it. Haven't even mentioned it.
Oh, this whole segment's been toxic.
Yeah, it is.
Your wife fears for your life right now.
And hers.
Maybe there's somebody out there who's a supervisor who could say, "Hey, man, here's the better way for you to get all three of you on board on things." I have the same PTSD that you guys do about certain situations, and that's why it's hard for me to even send you an email. And that's why I said beforehand, and Bob said, I would like to see this visually. I would do better if I saw it visually. You remember?
Yeah, I asked for clocks, though. I wanted round.
You want it
They
round?
gave me square.
I will make it round. I'll
Yeah.
figure out how to do
But
it.
with the times.
I had to figure out. Do you know how long it took me to type that?
I know.
Because I don't use what's that called? A word processor. I don't use any of that.
I like pie graph.
I'm visual too, but I need pictures. Like if you could put a picture of you yelling at me
Oh,
like
like
this
at a
to
restaurant-
get the, to
like
get
at
the
a restaurant-
production
like at a-
on that day.
Like at a taco truck?
Get this photo on. Yeah, exactly. I need the pictures.
We need the
What
pictures.
do they call that when you are you 403? What is it called? 423? If you have a special in Texas, if you have a special education waiver, if you ADHD,
there's
if you have a learning disability, if you are what do they call it now? Divergent.
know.
Any of those things, you have
Neurodivergent.
a waiver, and you have extra time to make it work and stuff like that, and it's called a 40 something. I need that. Yeah, that's what you guys need to fill that out, so I know.
I'm a
and then I
grown ass
know-
man, though. It's going to be a little late for me to make that claim.
If you're a grown ass man, then why is a calendar wrong?
That's a good
I
question.
don't know, because I don't care.
That's a good question.
Talking about a guy from the newspaper and a company that
Why
needs
do you
some
keep
promotion.
calling? We love and respect
I love
Matthew
him.
Odom.
I love him. I'm just saying, sometimes people need us more than we need them.
I agree.
So let the chips fall where they may.
I don't think he's even bringing chips.
But I love him.
Let's talk to Paul.
Help us out, Paul. Fix us.
Paul, moderate this.
I think everything's going great because it reminds me of the old classic show.
I know.
And,
Okay, we're getting mixed reviews.
and Matt is Matt. So like it's nothing compared. It's nothing compared to what it used.
I know,
to be.
but do you understand that a lot of times all that stuff was very real? We all have PTSD in here. You understand that, right?
I totally understand, and it just reminded me of my childhood. That's why I have anxiety now, and it's like home for me. It's like.
For some people, it's more triggering than comforting, though,
I
sir.
know.
Don't you know that? You're on a carousel while everyone's
Who I am today.
on fire.
I know. I hate.
It's awesome.
I hate any kind of
Thank you, Paul.
confrontation so much. Mm-hmm. That's how I learned my sense of humor. Is I would make jokes when anything was going on that was serious.
Yeah, that's how I got out of the situations. Like, hey, you go into detention or go to the principal's office or
I don't think you ever went to the principal's office because just now when I was asking you about this stuff, you do that smile, and even with the beard you've grown, I can still see those.
Oh, so cute.
You have these dimples. You have you still look like, that one picture that you showed us that one time of you as a kid where I was like, this mother effer must have gotten away with so much. Because you're like kind of chubby. You're smiling. You got your little baby teeth still. That's who I saw. And I was like, nobody can be mad at you. Did you fill an entire truck, a diesel truck with gasoline, and you didn't get fired?
Yeah.
And anybody else would have been fired,
It could
right?
happen to anybody, okay? Let's go to Sean. Sean, what's up?
Hey, how are you? I would like to add to this conversation.
Please.
You ready?
Yeah, go ahead and add it.
All right, right now? Is this a good time for you?
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on. Let me check the Google Calendar. Let's see what we're supposed to do right now.
Also, they said it's a 504.
It's a 504? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I'm gonna
wait a
Google it
minute.
and fill it out.
Both of you need to get 504'd.
Okay.
What's up, Sean?
Hey, so Matt's the ringleader, all right?
I don't want to be. Let's make something very clear.
He's the
Let's
ringmaster.
make something very clear. When the three of us sat down, wait, hang on, Sean. Just so you have some background, when the three of us sat down, a lot of people don't know this. All three of us got fired, okay? That's a thing. It's a big secret we don't talk about. All three of us got fired one day.
They didn't tell me that.
Okay? We went upstairs and said, you're making a huge mistake. And they said, no, somebody else told us none of the three of you are good at radio.
He said
okay?
it just like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman.
Which was a little upsetting to find out.
Big
But they
mistake.
said somebody else for years has been telling us, you guys aren't really good at what you do. So they said, well, you guys can't run a show on your own. That's what we've been told. You can't run a show on your own. And we said, what are you going to do? You going to bring in a syndicated show? Give us a couple of months. We don't move the meter. You can get rid of us and fire us, okay? And lo and behold, we did. But we all said, we're equals. We're going to run a show, and we're equals, right?
Well, I'd have to disagree. I still think, Matt, you're the ringleader.
Yep.
I mean, it was a great... No, honestly, I enjoy your feedback from this conversation. But here's my thought process. You got the other guys who are just going along with you.
Right.
All right? So you're
Should we
kind of
call
like
it Matt and the other guys?
God damn it.
Yeah, Matt, and whatever.
All right.
Two other guys. So they're just going like, yeah, that's cool. It's like your own little fraternity, and I just want to get in. Chewy and Bob want to get in to the mix. But what I'm saying is, and then you guys play little jokes. What about the other guys behind you? What about poor Drew? Drew, if you guys mess up your morning show or something like that, Drew has to come, basically and clean up for you.
Like how?
And then you guys,
what does he ever clean up?
That is
Well,
true.
I don't know. He has to clean up.
I'm sure there was some barbecue sauce in there or something at some
stuff.
point.
I don't know exactly what Drew does. But the other thing, too, is I think you guys got together and you say, hey, Lloyd, hey, how you doing? And Lloyd's going like, great. I'm glad I can talk to you guys. And then you say, okay, hey, Lloyd, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Southern California. Hey, you know what you should go with? You should go with L.A. Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
And then that sets them up for failure because nobody wants Californians.
I didn't even put those
I
connections. I
don't
forgot
know.
LA was in
I don't know where
California.
this guy's going.
I
right
don't
now.
know what you're saying, okay, Sean? I don't know
You've
what you're saying.
offended 4 people in one call.
But except we don't know what
the only
what
one you
you're
built
adding.
up is Matt.
What's that?
The only one he's built up is Matt. He's taken 4 other people down, and
Well,
he's not
I don't
even
want the
done
guy
yet.
who's
He hasn't
taking
even
everybody
gotten
down to be on my side.
He hasn't even got to Johnny Rude yet.
So
Yeah,
rude.
I wasn't going to cover him. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, you don't want none of that
So
smoke.
it's all
You
good.
don't want none
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah,
All right.
no, I think
So
you're treading
anyway,
water.
That's my insight. It's not great insight, but just
It wasn't at all. I'm going to be honest with you. It wasn't good at all.
It wasn't enlightening
No,
whatsoever.
I appreciate the honesty.
Do me a
Thank
favor.
you.
Will you come up
Oh.
with some better insight? And we would like it here tomorrow by 9.
We put it on the Google
sure.
Calendar.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sean.
I'm there.
It
Thank
really
you,
is
Sean.
driving me nuts that I keep seeing Alex practice date 8:30. Can anyone please
I can
change
do it.
that to say 9:30?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I got it.
Just put it in the title.
No, Bob.
I got it.
Bob, there's no learning happening for Chewy if you do it.
I know,
Hey, I
but
put
this
it
is
at
what
9:30.
This is what I do for all my kids.
Hey, caller.
Orderly.
Hey, Fake Manny, what's up?
I just had to come downstairs and make sure Mom and Dad wasn't choking Chewy.
Oh, yeah.
No one's going to choke Chewy. We love Chewy.
Not with
Sounded
this.
like Matt was choking you to death.
Oh, no, that's because he's choked on his own spit.
Yeah, no, that's.
No, seriously, Google Calendar gives me the biggest headache, too.
Thank
Things
you.
get deleted. Matt, you don't want him sharing everything. My mom does that with me, and I get the worst notifications about all kinds of stuff that I don't want to know anything about.
What? She's scheduling like sex times? and
Yeah,
stuff?
she's scheduling plow
So,
time.
Chewy, that's what you need to do, Chewy, to get back to him. Start
Scheduling when I'm going to have sex?
Let him know when your poops are, when everything's going down.
I'd love if he's getting notifications. Here's the thing: I text these guys, and we don't even need a calendar or email. We have text. We're in a group text directly, and Matt emails us to call him when he had the calling device in his hand to text.
Oh, yeah, nothing like
No.
to chase across 3 different apps to figure out where people are messaging you back and forth. I get
Bob
guys like this all the time.
Bob specifically asked, "Can I get a document?" I made the document, and then I texted to say, "Hey, by the way, the email's now officially been sent, and I know you guys probably aren't going to check emails, so I'm letting you know
you
over
can
here
text-
where we always chat.
Text the
So
PDF,
this is-
Matt.
this
you
is-
can text the PDF.
You can, but specifically, it was asked to email it.
So this is Bob's fault for asking for
Everything's my
If
fault.
we're gonna make it Bob's fault, that's fine.
documents. You ask for a
There you go.
document.
Bob
All right.
can handle it. He doesn't care about anything. You know that.
That's true. Thank you, sir. Those are all great points.
Guys, we have less than 24 hours until the first day of Asian Pacific American Heritage
Oh,
Month.
by the-
and I don't know this is how we should
Yeah,
be
and by
spending
the
it.
way, I want to really appreciate both of you guys for celebrating, helping me celebrate Military Brat Day today.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you did nothing for me.
I was supposed
You
to
did
get
not.
you-
I did so much for our country. I gave up. I sacrificed so much, moving so many times when I was a kid, so that you could have freedom. And I had to go to different schools. I had to switch schools every 2 years. Being a military brat was no joy.
You turned in that grenade one time?
And I thought for sure there would be some kind of something for me today.
Were
Where
you
was
in
that?
the ROTC games and stuff like that?
I can't tell you.
Did you do? You didn't. You didn't.
I'm not
do
allowed to
anything.
tell
didn't- He didn't let you do any of that. Caller.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to say, man, I'm sorry I didn't call in yesterday. And, maybe y'all should put that on the Google calendar next time.
Yeah.
But I'm calling in today. And I just wanted to let all those listeners out there, man, I want you to just put your hands together for these 3 guys, man. Man, I can't miss a show. Like, I don't care how it goes, how the wind blows, and the way y'all are doing
Oh, it
things.
blows all right.
Yeah, it blows. And
I want you to check the calendar, Matt, for tomorrow. I had to add a line.
Yeah.
Okay,
And I want to say something, man. Like,
Just say it.
Just say it.
One day, it kind of depressed me that they are like, let's change Chewy's name.
You just hung up on
I
him.
did not mean to hang up
You
on
just
you.
hung up on him. Dude,
I'm sorry.
can I talk to you about something?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think you're doing this. I'm going to be honest
I
with you.
did
I think
not-
you're doing this all
no,
on purpose.
no.
I think you're purposely trying to run me up
no.
by just blowing everything up because you know you're Machiavellian is what they call it. You're
I don't know what that
purposely
means. I don't know what that means.
You're doing
You're
a
sabotaging everything on purpose to run us up a pole. That's what you're doing right now. You got bored with your life, and one day you said you started talking with Spencer at the house, and you said, "Dude, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drive both those guys nuts. I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm going to see if I can get them both to end up in the mental institution."
Look, I love Machiavelli. I think it was Tupac's 3rd or 4th project. so I take that as a compliment. But all the other stuff, I don't necessarily agree with. Let's go to this caller before I hang up on him. Caller.
Yeah, I think all that's missing from this awesome segment is a story about a campfire chef.
Oh, okay.
I missed the reference.
I don't know.
A story about a campfire chef,
You
and I don't know what
used
it
to
means. Campfire chef?
It's a thank you.
Well, sorry to bring up old memories, but that was the last. That was the blow up show at the very end.
Damn.
Because someone did a cook. They were just showing stuff about an old, like a cookie.
Oh, wow.
Dude,
wow,
I have
that
no
is
memories.
obscure.
You're going to have to tell me about
dude.
I'll
that.
tell you because you and I both experienced it.
Okay. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir. What a wild, obscure.
Can I just say that I just got a notification that something has been added to tomorrow's
I'm excited.
Google Calendar.
I just want to demonstrate that
From
I know.
9:25 to 9:30, Bob is taking a pee break.
And what did I put in parentheses, parenthetically?
I hope someone's at the urinal.
You typed in, Chewy can go F
No.
himself. I can't believe he hasn't learned how to use this Google Calendar yet.
I think it says, thanks, Matt. Yeah, it does. Thanks for approving that.
Let's hear from this fan. Caller.
Still here. What's up?
Is that? Oh, was that you? Oh, I think I put him on hold.
You put this dude on hold a half hour ago?
Yeah. All right.
No,
Finish
you
what
did
you
it.
were
I've
going to
been here
say.
with y'all.
Oh, okay.
I'm part of the show now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I was going to say, I feel like, you remember that movie with Jim Carrey where he's in this life as a baby and they're just cameras following
Right.
him?
Cable guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like y'all
Truman
are
Show.
doing that to me, and I feel like Bob is that main guy that at the end is like, here, go ahead and run to your, new life. Dude, and I can't figure out who Matt or Chewy is in the movie. I'm going to have to watch it again and give you
I think we're more like Jim Carrey's Ace Ventura, where we're all bending over and talking out of our butts.
Butts.
It's more like the Wizard of Oz, and I'm Oz behind the curtain,
Thank you.
and Matt are the flying monkeys.
You're always going to make yourself the
And-
cool person.
Yeah,
in the movie.
always does.
The wizard was not
Always
cool.
does.
He said-
Always does.
he
The
told
wizard
Matt-
was a
Always
bumbling
does.
buffoon.
Always does.
Who was-
Can't ever.
He was a buffoon.
When you walked away, you told Matt he sounded like Nolan Ryan.
That dude-
You did.
And you said,
you
I'm
did.
kind of like Paulie
The Wizard
from
of Oz
Sopranos.
didn't even know which handles to pull. He
you
was a
did
buffoon.
Say, you did. I said, what is going on with Nolan Ryan? I can't understand what he's saying these days. And you said, that's the way you sound. And you said, but it's because
No,
you're
I
getting
said, that's the
older.
way you're gonna sound.
And you said, wait, and I'll sound like Paulie Walnuts. And I'm like, wait a minute. So you just sound like this badass gangster, but I got to
Paulie
sound
Walnuts was not badass.
Bro, he was.
Bad hair,
Bad hair.
bad decisions.
Paulie Walnuts was the best
He
character
had
in the whole
best hair,
Sopranos.
shiniest shoes,
No. Little Steven had the best
best
character.
jokes.
Little Steven.
He was the number 2.
Little Steven looks ridiculous because they allowed him to look like what he looks like in regular life.
They should have just let him dress what he was wearing.
With the bandana.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Armstrong.
Yeah, I have an item for Chewy and Bob's 504 action plan.
Yes.
Oh,
They
good.
need daily printed transcripts of the show because they don't always listen to what's going on.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
AI
so
does that.
You're saying that, and so you recognize that too. It's not just me that thinks that. How often do I read a headline that says 4 men were arrested for bank robbery, and on the way getting away they blew a tire, and then Bob goes, "Why'd they get arrested?" Literally after I just said it. What are you laughing at, Chewy? You do it every day. You do it twice as much as Bob
'Cause I
does.
thought you were going to say me instead of Bob.
And can I have a call back to early this morning?
Sure.
Fry and high with Chewy, and Chewy, you borrow Bob's flight suit, and you get a flight mask from the Army Navy store, and you turn it into a bong.
Why does everybody have to overcomplicate
Why can't I
everything?
just roll a
What's
joint?
wrong with us?
Got to keep it simple.
Can't you? Why can't it just be the High Flyer, which is a great name? It's simple. It's to the point. And yeah, you think that Chewy's going to go build a bong out of a mask? He can't make a goddamn sounder in 24 hours.
You like that, Mr. Armstrong? You like
Yeah,
the tongue lashing?
Yeah, we'll need to put it in the 504 action plan. Like more time for these kinds of things.
504 action plan. Chewy must be allotted
Yeah.
extra time to build.
you. We them 504 boys. Huh?
Yeah.
Sherm.
What's up,
What's up?
What's up, Shermy?
You down with 504? Yeah, Tom, I need more.
Hey, so the last time you guys had this situation happen, I ordered a calendar and sent it directly to your studio of
Yep.
dogs deucing.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
somehow
Where is that?
a cute intern ended up with it. Now you guys are back in the same spot.
Yeah.
Well,
I did give it to
that
Natalie.
calendar expired. The end of
No,
last
it was for
year.
24. I thought
Oh, was
had-
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look, man,
my
If
bad.
Natalie asked you, hey, can I have this calendar of dogs pooping, what are you going to say?
Well, if she asked me, then sure, but I sent it to you guys.
Well, I'm sorry, I re-gifted. Send
That's
us
all
a
right.
new one. New dogs, new poop.
How about I'll produce? I'll get stuff done, Matt.
Oh.
I've seen your boots. I bet you will.
Mm-hmm.
You've had to be. Here's the thing. You've had to work in the actual real world, real work world.
Uh-huh.
You
I
understand?
still find time to help the show.
Yeah, absolutely. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're raising a family.
Mm-hmm.
You're raising. What do you have? Like, don't you have like 17 kids or something?
At least.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You still have time.
He's got chickens.
You still have time to come home and split your wife's hips every day. And you're out there towing big rigs around this city. You contribute to this show. You understand how to get some stuff done. You're a grown-ass
Yes.
man.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, we got... I don't even know what to call you anymore, Chewy.
Yeah, Chewy, I don't either.
Chupacabra.
Call me anything, but
Late for dinner. That's so old.
Thank you, Sharon.
That's so
Appreciate you.
Stupid.
That's so old.
This is...
No, I think
This is the
This is
worst.
all over, what, 10 minutes of Delta in the time?
There's not 10 minutes of Delta. What are you talking about?
We only have like 7
There was
minutes.
only an
for Toxic
overlap
Tuesday
of
now.
like 5 minutes of the guests, right?
There's no overlap. It's supposed to say 9:30 to 10.
Okay, it does now.
It does.
I fixed it.
But why did you fix it? Do you understand the problem with Chewy is that he's an adorable boy, so everyone has always fixed everything for
Oh,
him.
by the way, I'm canceling Sawyer Stoltz on Thursday. Don't need him.
What?
Don't need him.
Now, it says he's there at 7 a.m. on Thursday. Is that true?
No,
I've
it's
got
8 to
8
10. You don't have the
what map
clock
are
set
you on?
properly.
It's just that's how it is.
No, I got 8 a.m.
Go to settings right now.
Here we go.
Let's do it all night. I'm sorry,
go
folks, that you
here.
have to listen to the most boring
We're
radio
gonna
that's
go
ever gone
here,
on, where we
settings.
help somebody reset the clock on their Google Calendar. Everybody out there that uses Google Calendar is furious with
Google's
me right
the
now.
worst, though. It really
Look at that.
is.
Central Standard Time,
Where?
where my mouse is moving.
Yeah, we're not under Central Standard
We're
Time
on
right
daylight
now.
time right now.
We're in Central Daylight Time.
What?
But also, isn't there a thing you can click that just says use local time?
I wish, I really wish. Let me see.
Yeah, use device time zone. That's what
Use device time zone.
That's what I have checked.
Use device time zone.
And it automatically selects CT.
Oh, I'm on Google
CD.
Calendar.
You son of a bitch. I'm done with you, dude.
Come on.
I cannot deal with you
I'm
anymore.
almost there.
I cannot
We're
deal
really
with you.
almost there.
I cannot deal with you.
We're
I'm
literally
on
so
Google
close.
Calendar.
At the edge.
Okay? It's like you're not even trying.
Actually, I'm shocked that I have it right.
Look, we can learn more about time zones here.
I'm shocked. I hate Google. It's too much busy work.
What would you prefer to use?
I don't know.
Do you guys want to look? You know what would be great for
Could
us?
you just hand me a slip of paper at the end of the day?
You know what would be wonderful for us?
What?
Something like Slack. Do you think we would use it? Honest question.
my
Do
wife,
you think we would use it?
Yeah, she could come in and train us on it.
What happened to just writing a number and a time on your hand?
Yeah, what happened to that? What happened to just...
Here's what happened. How many times have you been high and looked at your hand and thought, why does it say 9:50 Thursday on my hand?
1994?
Well, it took us an hour, but we're all on the same time. We're on the same clock
It
now.
took us an hour to put something on a calendar.
No, we have. Look, I know we're joking, but I genuinely am trying to change this. And there's no hey, switch this to, you know what it is. Just get, it knows my location. It knows that I like big booty Latinas and it's giving me all that.
Yeah.
It's trying to sell me all kinds of hair ads and different things like that because it knows my age. But it doesn't know what time zone I'm in right now.
Yeah, that's true. That's Google for you, though. They overcomplicate it.
No, Google knows he doesn't care. So they're just rolling with it for you.
They just totally did away with time on all my Googles. Let me see.
What is time, man?
Easter Island? Does that sound right?
Yeah, that sounds right. Go ahead, hit that.
We got Mountain Time, Denver.
Do you know what time zone you're in?
Central Standard Daylight? Is that what it is?
There you go.
I don't see that. All I see are no, it's Columbia.
Can you set it to just Houston or Chicago?
Let's see. We got Alaska here. They really should make it alphabetical, I think.
It's like Chicago should be up toward the top with like New York. It usually says New York, LA, Chicago, something like that. We got to move on.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We doing Toxic Tuesday?
No, we're doing. No, it's time for Nas to the Odd.
It's not.
Yeah, it is 9:30.
No,
it's the new time.
It's time to go to a break right now.
No, after the break.
Our break's only 3.
Hey, it's going to do what it's going to do.
Yeah.
We might go to None of the Odd. We might not.
This break's
fine
only
with
3
me.
minutes.
You just got to let it do what it's going to do.
That's fine with me.
All right! We don't want one of those Google calendars. It's Toxic Tuesday, and I'm your Toxic Avenger. Looking for my baby reindeer out there. You know we belong together, girl. Come back to town. That was it. I hate strollers, people that stroll. That's it. That's my Toxic Tuesday.
What do you mean stroll?
It doesn't matter if it's a parking lot or, hey, I'm making a right
'cause I know
turn,
what
but
you're
you have the
doing.
right way. You're not skedaddling. You start walking slower, as if you're trying to tempt the car or something, like you're trying to mock me making a right turn.
You want my real toxic? The poorer you are, the slower you walk in the road.
I don't know. I think the more privileged you are, the slower you're walking.
No,
because I'm walking all over here.
I think Richies stay out of the road because they have something to live for. They have like a pool and they have a good life, so they stay out of the road.
They think they're very self-important, so they're like, no one's ever going to hit me.
Right?
Maybe.
I'm invincible to whatever. I'm gonna take my time crossing this road. Slower than I would walk on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
That's my Toxic Tuesday.
Yeah, I agree with you. I
hate all of
judge
them.
people that stroll like.
Guys, we can't do a Toxic Tuesday.
What?
It was supposed to start at 8:50.
Is this because it's not on the calendar?
No, you moved it to 9:30.
Window, Nate. I think Bob's being serious right now, and that's where
We did it at 9:30 yesterday.
Yeah. I'm changing my time.
We didn't do Toxic Tuesday yesterday. Yesterday was Monday. Why?
Oh
would
no,
we
I
do
mean
Toxic
Nas to the
Tuesday?
Odd is 9:30.
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents Nod to the Odd.
Right on time, just like the calendar says. It's time for Nod to the Odd. Austin area hippies. The gauntlet has been thrown, and you guys better step up. A Ghanaian man, a man from Ghana, if you prefer, studying forestry in Alabama, has now set a world record. He hugged 1,123 trees at Tuskegee National Forest. That's right. It's the most trees ever hugged in an hour.
I didn't know that was an actual thing. Like, I heard the term tree hugger for decades, but I didn't know people actually went out
Do
and
these trees consent to this?
threw their arms around. Yeah,
His name is Abubakar Tahiru, and he's 29 years old. He became interested in nature conservation while growing up in a farming community in Ghana, and he is pursuing a master's degree in forestry at Auburn. He attempted the record, and it's there. He was averaging 19 trees per minute. He easily surpassed the minimum requirement of 700 trees to establish the record. And I say this to Austin.
Yeah.
Maybe you should spend a little less time building trolls in Peace Park and trying to get a whispering bush to give you their grinder handle, and maybe spend a little more time hugging some trees. We're Austin. We're known for having liberal, hippie guys wearing Toms and a scarf in the summertime. Where are they? Step up.
I think it's a good way to ground.
Is it?
It must be. It must be soothing. It must be both ways. The tree must like it, but we don't know. Because the tree can't talk. The tree can't
You think this guy worries
represent
about
itself.
his good bacteria leaving from bathing every day?
Yeah.
That's a lot of trees to hug.
I'd be worried about tree ants, though.
Do you have to get a separate tree each time, or can you go back to another tree and it still count?
That's cheating.
I don't know. What if some of the trees died after his hug?
Can you have favorite? You know, you can't have a favorite child, but can you have a favorite tree?
You absolutely can have a favorite child. What are you talking about? You don't have a favorite of your three children right now?
I know who your favorite is.
Nope.
You really don't have a favorite?
Nope.
So you don't like any of them?
I love them all equally.
Oh.
Equally.
I did not say anything about loving them. I said, do you have a favorite child?
Nope.
You're lying.
No
You're literally
child.
lying right now.
Which one gets on your nerves the least?
Now, here's the thing. Your favorite child changes. No parent wants to talk about it, but you have a child that's your favorite at any one time. If you have more than one child, one of them is your favorite at any one time. And then sometimes they get demoted and the other one becomes a favorite. And then it goes back and forth. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't think anybody will correct me. You have a favorite child at all times.
It's the one you had before Jennifer, huh?
How come you never talk to him?
I hope you get a knock on the door one day.
Papa?
Papa?
I hope he's standing there and he goes, Dad! And he's got a backpack with all of his belongings, and then in the other hand he has a Crosley clamshell record player.
That thing will not enter
with
this
one
house.
Single speaker in it. Dad!
I have no son.
Yeah.
All right, well, who's the least favorite?
I don't have anything that you're saying that doesn't. I only have love in my heart.
Here's what I don't get. There's no chance your kids are listening to the show, so why can't you just be honest and say, here's who my favorite is right now? And here's why.
Who are you liking this year?
You can't. You
pretend
don't
like
do
it's
that.
a season.
It's against parenthood to do that. You can't do that.
Hey, boys, if any of you want to call me, you can call me directly. I'll let you know who I think is his favorite right now.
Brene Brown told me I can't have a favorite child.
Put Matt in that situation. Who's his favorite?
I already know that answer.
Who is his
I think
favorite?
we all know.
Who?
Poe? The boy one?
No, right now my daughter's my favorite right now.
Really?
Yeah, because she achieved a couple of goals that she set out, and I'm really proud of her. So right now she's my favorite.
You can't have favorites.
I just told you I have a favorite
If your
right
son
now.
heard that, you would be devastated. You
No.
can't.
What'd she do? She learned how to use the Google Calendar? The Google Family Calendar?
She learned how to run a radio show? What? It's her skill set.
No, she did. I'm proud of her. I'm proud of watching her grow up. My son will be my favorite at some point, too. He'll go back.
Can I say this? I'm proud of watching you grow up, Matt.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Into a leader. I've led before. I don't need to do it again.
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents
Nods to the Odd. I have a question for you guys.
Okay.
How good are you at identifying dog breeds?
I am awful at it.
I used to watch that Westminster thing.
Yeah.
I like watching dog shows, but I'm not very good.
Okay.
Bob, can you identify?
I can tell you what class they're in.
What breed of dog is that right there behind you?
I think I can think of that.
Well, that's got some Siberian.
Obviously, husky and
It could be a husky, a
shepherd.
long-haired
Husky shepherd.
Siberian.
You think it's a husky
And then just
or
put
a
a poo.
Siberian?
It's a husky poo.
You are both incorrect.
I do know it's a working dog, though.
it's
It
AI.
is not.
It's AI. No, I see the title.
This is Bob. What breed of dog is this? What breed of dog is this?
It's a husky poo.
You are incorrect, dude.
Is that a dude
That
in a
is a
dog
man
suit?
that wants you to adopt him.
That is a man who is so into the idea
my
of being a
God.
dog that he has spent more than $15,000 on a hyper-realistic dog suit.
That is incredible.
So that is a man who I would not let near my daughter, who loves being a dog so much. Look at it. It's a man in a dog suit. So he goes to dog parks and he plays in the dog park in his dog suit.
Wait, how does he make his hind legs look so small? Like how? I'd like to know how that. It's
Who
really
do you
weird.
think this guy's father's best friend is? Favorite child is?
Yeah. Well, we don't know because his old man shot himself in the head.
This guy was in radio for 30 years and lost his mind.
Oh, man.
Yeah, this
Now
guy
he's
he's upgraded. He had an $11,000 costume. He's upgraded to this $15,000 hyper-realistic dog costume.
That's impressive.
Will this end bestiality or increase?
And he's got the motions down. But how do his legs? That's what I don't understand.
I think he has his legs
Folded up?
folded. I think his ass
He's
is
on
right
his
here.
knees?
And then I think his knee comes up here, and then his toe is right there. And I think
That's
he's
gotta-
walking on his toes, and I think his arm, his shoulder goes up this way, and then comes down here.
Hey, who's that pretty lady to the right?
That's our old intern, Natalie. You should know.
Click on that.
You started following her. Bob started following
I didn't know she had a new account.
I'll send you the secret.
Is that her dad behind her?
Mornings with Matt and Bob presents Nods to the Odd.
A Baltimore area teacher is accused of using AI to make his boss appear racist. A Maryland high school athletic director is facing criminal charges. He used an AI program that learns your voice and then gives out your voice again.
This is going to happen a lot during the political
It's
season.
going to happen so much. He used the recording he generated through artificial intelligence technology. He used it to make recordings of what seemed to be the high school principal, Eric Eiswert, saying racist and anti-Semitic things about specific teachers and students. The principal was suspended. He kept saying, I didn't say those things. And they're like, we have a recording right here of you saying all these things. I don't know exactly how they figured it out, but Dojan Darian was arrested Thursday on charges of stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, retaliation against witnesses, and this is all after a months-long investigation.
I'm glad we all have hard drives and copies of every show proving we only said mildly racist things.
Yeah. They brought in digital forensics experts, and that's how they were. He said one of these experts says, "Hey, for a few dollars, anyone can harness artificial intelligence to make audio and visual deepfakes of anyone saying or doing anything." Says the stakes are high, but deepfake detection software doesn't always get it right.
I mean, look, there's battles with, the deep fakes in porn. There's all kinds of stuff like that. So it's all new. I think whoever did this probably should be an example and really get charged.
This is the best part about it. The particularly poignant thing here is this is not Taylor Swift. It's not Joe Biden. It's not Elon Musk. It's just a nobody.
Ouch.
If you're the guy who had this happen to you, could you be like, dude, I'm the principal of a school. I have a master's degree and 20 years of education experience. I'm not exactly a nobody, but I know what the guy's trying to say. He goes on to say it shows the vulnerability, how anybody can create this stuff and can weaponize it against anybody. Apparently, the guy was mad at his boss and decided he wanted to retaliate against him. The two men were at odds over Darian's work performance challenges. Oh, my God. So is this going to happen to me because I was just mad about the Google Calendar or whatever, and Chewy's going to have a bunch of stuff of me saying stuff, racist stuff?
We've been texting for the last hour.
And then I'm going to add the AI stuff on top of that.
Well, joke's on you. Company I work for, I'll probably get a raise.
Yeah.
Boom. How about that?
Well, you got a point.
They'll hire me over at AM. Be like, welcome aboard.
Yeah, that's true.
What took you so long?
Now I'm gonna. Now I have to deal with some.
brother.
I have to deal with some meeting later on in the hallway where someone goes, "Hey, man, quit saying we're racist. You're not racist, man. We're conservative. We care about the country." All right, I'll do that.
We just, take the angle that might make you think that.
Things are going to do what things are going to do, right?
They always do. The universe has a plan. Mornings with Matt and Bob, powered by Chewy. More show to go. Who's this gentleman? That's Johnny Rude.
Damn. Is it me? I've heard that guy's hard to find.
He is.
You're lucky we hung up on that last caller before we got to you, dude. He was taking everybody down.
It's a task.
Sorry to just barge in on you guys.
I mean, it's your way. You're Johnny Rude.
I know. It wouldn't be polite of me to make an appointment or anything. I just stop in when I can.
That's fine. Johnny Rude, of course, with Armadillo Nation. This evening, right?
Yeah, tonight, 9 o'clock, just putting the finishing touches on tonight's show. If you haven't heard Armadillo Nation, it is a show. Everybody remembers Local Licks. What a great show Local Licks was. And they gave it to me, and I kind of put a spin on it where we went, kind of made it in the entire state of Texas. If it rocks in the state of Texas, if it's good music in the state of Texas, we're going to talk about it. We're going to play it. And tonight we've got a very unique show that kind of spans the entire state of Texas.
Oh.
Bob's familiar with some of these, I'm sure. We're going to kick in, got a brand new album out from the old 97s.
The old 97s.
Yeah, we're going to play some songs from them tonight. Got the Riverboat Gamblers that are going to be highlighted tonight. And then a band that I've been chasing, I would say since 1987, but I haven't been around here that long. But they've been playing since 1987. Dangerous Toys.
Ah.
A great heavy metal band right here in Austin. They've got a big show coming up on the 16th of May. We're going to talk about that. And I'm trying to get them in the studio by playing their music. So that and a whole lot more. We're going to add 2 more people to the Hall of Fame. We started last week. The first Hall of Fame inductees were Archangel.
Wait, how often do you add to your Hall of Fame?
Well, I've been doing it every week so far. Well,
okay.
Last week was the first week. So.
All right.
I mean, I'm not going to make it where it's like everybody.
I was going to say, what happens when you run out?
Well, it's the big state of Texas. We'll see what happens.
I guess so.
Then I got to find a place that we're going to host all these. We're going to put the busts up. I got to find a bust maker. You know, lots of we've got to do here today.
Tons.
Yeah.
But the show's tonight at 9 o'clock. Please listen. L.A. Lloyd, thank you for giving me the opportunity. Everyone out there, thank you. We're getting a lot of big fallback. I mean, everybody's been contacting me, all these great bands. And
there's a lot of artists in Texas.
And if anyone's out there listening right now and they want to be a part of Armadillo Nation, which is Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock, you can get me directly at rude@klbjfm.com or just Instagram, rudeatx.
Now, put your promotions guy cap on. What can we look forward to in the future months with regards to giveaways and events and things like that? What do you got on the book? What can you tell? I know sometimes you can't tell us.
I can tell you one that we just got approved last night, and that is, I don't remember the exact date, but it is Slipknot. It is their 25th anniversary.
I heard they have a new drummer.
You do?
Yeah, I heard that on the Rock and Roll News
today. Yeah.
And so, they're coming to town, and we'll find out more. No announcements on who's the opening for them yet.
Did you know that those are masks they're wearing?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. I also learned that on today's Rock and Roll News.
Did you know their former drummer was Max Weinberg's son?
Really?
I learned that today.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me that Guar wears masks too?
Nope.
No,
that's
are
real faces.
That's real stuff.
Are real aliens.
Yeah. That's coming up. We have hopefully some fun things coming up in the summer. I know we're going to get you all out. When I say you all, the 3 of you out again for another little happy hour where we can hopefully get some Christmas in July presents for our Blue
nice.
Santa friends.
Yeah, we do. We definitely want to lean into Blue Santa early this year.
Yeah, we want to get it. Maybe we got a couple of times this year so we can get even more prizes, even more toys than we had last year. Because we were the number one toy. You got the number one show. And last year, you guys were the number one donators for Blue Santa, and we want to double that up again. So we're going to do one.
And we hardly did
Christmas in
anything.
July.
That was like with little effort.
Showed up at water tank and just hang out for a couple of hours.
Imagine what we could do if we tried.
I know we're trying to put a little effort behind this.
Put it on the calendar.
That's what I've been trying to say all morning.
We love the kids.
All morning.
I get it now.
I'll do it for the kids.
Sometimes it takes me a while to understand.
That's not true.
How
You're
about
the smartest
Manilow?
guy in the room.
You know, I believe in Manilow magic. And,
I hooked you guys up with these Manilow tickets.
I mean,
originally, okay, here, don't tell anyone. Especially they were originally supposed to go to AM.
To AM?
Yeah, because, that's the kind of the demo over there. But I, being the rude person that I am, I said, sure, I'll take those tickets. I'll give them away. Are you going to give them away on KLBJ? I said, sure, I'm going to give them away on KLBJ.
I could see them going to Bob FM.
Right.
But to
Bob
KLBJ AM?
Well,
those people are angry over there.
They're very angry.
The callers are angry. They don't want any Manilow magic.
And if anybody's going to make a Manilow joke, it's going to be them.
I mean, here's the thing. It still kind of staggers me to this, is that if you look at all the text messages that come into this building, and every radio station here has their own text line, and you get so many. AM averages 10,000 texts a month of angry people just arguing and just going back and forth on politics and railing on Ed Clements.
Why are they mad? Here's what's so funny is they're mad because they think that Ed is the liberal.
Yes, yeah.
It's so funny that for anyone to think of Ed as a liberal.
Well, Ed does play that part very well. I mean, if you listen to him, but if you knew him in person, you wouldn't.
Right.
But he plays that role great. But it is funny kind of going back and forth because they're like, are you going to give those tickets away on KLBJ? I'm like, absolutely. I mean, so I didn't break my word.
Mr. Terrytown.
I'm giving them away on
liberal,
KLBJ. I just didn't, I figured you guys would have more fun with them,
We will. Hey, by the way, they're a great Mother's Day gift if you wanted to
Be
get some.
perfect Mother's Day gift.
And, it's like, wow, we opened that door, so maybe Engelbert Humperdinck next? I mean, what do we got?
If he comes around.
I don't even know if he's still alive, to be honest with you. Tom Jones, maybe?
Tom Jones was just here, ACL, I think 6 months ago.
I think he's
Damn it!
Yeah, and I think Engelbert is in the humper dirt. I think he may be done.
Maybe his son could come and just bring his wife, Anna Kournikova. She's still Anna Kournikova, right?
All right, let me ask you this, and I'm not coming down. I mean, well, if I was, it would be on. It would be on point for today. But listen, the Rolling Stones, right?
Yeah,
just played Houston.
Yeah.
Why weren't we there? Did you go? You're Johnny Rude.
I did not go. Actually, we did not even get a request. They didn't even sniff out tickets for that because it sold out so fast. If you're thinking of big
I know, but
shows
can't we go
coming
as
up,
press?
You would think so, but no, they don't even let us go if it's press either. And I can give you the look out for the first week in May. We should be getting the ACL Fest lineup.
I don't care. Yeah, I'm talking about the Stones.
Okay.
It's like what infuriates me about this business is the people that have lifted up these bands for decades. You and I and Matt and Chewy, and we talk the talk and we promote these bands, and then we get nothing. We get no thanks. We get no nothing. We don't get a hey. At least here, I'll give you. Here's a $5 discount on a.
It's true. It's guilt by association
I'm
because
stop talking about bands.
So many other radio stations took advantage of it. They didn't do the work, and so it's guilt by association. That's why they've just kind of thrown all media in one bucket and sent it to the bottom of the lake.
I bet you a bunch of podcasters got free tickets to the Stones.
Right, but eventually they'll get pushed aside too when they realize that that nothing's happening there.
Well,
I'm just hoping when the Kiss Avatar comes to town that we'll get tickets for that.
Oh, that's going to be good. You can throw things at that.
I mean, that's the only way they're going to bring Skinny Jean back. So
I know. I think we need to put our foot down. There's got to be a little more quid pro quo, Clarice.
That's right. We threaten them. Hey, we're not playing them.
We're not playing your game anymore.
Sorry, Rolling Stones. Whatever your name is.
Sorry, Mick.
Yeah. Dance your ass over there.
It was kind of funny though to see that he had his 8-year-old kid dancing on the side of the stage. He's like, "You're 81 years old. You've got an 8-year-old kid." Makes Tony Randall proud.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about paying for a wedding.
No.
I mean, that's the good news.
But he's got the moves like Jagger. I agree 100%. I mean, I don't know where it came.
I heard it was a fantastic show, and then Gary Clark Jr. and all that.
He opened them. They've got the Stones got some great openers. Every show's a different opener, pretty much. So they've got the Reckless Kelly doing some of them. So some good Texas artists who are who are going to be part of that. So are we part of it? No. And again, it goes back to all these shows now. There's really just one big promoter out there. So if they go where they want to go.
Yeah.
Well, what's the name of that big promoter?
I can't say. They're my life. That's my lifeblood. I wouldn't even be able to get Barry Manilow tickets if I say that. Right. So.
Yeah.
No, I'm speaking for me. I'm not speaking for you or anyone else. I'm just like, why do I keep paying thousands of dollars to see the bands that I want to see when I'm one of the guys lifting them up and promoting them? Why is that? Am I just doing it wrong?
It's not you. It's not us.
Why did I have to pay $1,000 to go see, U2 at the Sphere?
That's true. I have sent for media credentials for the Sphere. Nothing. Nothing.
No, disrespect. Disrespect.
He went to go get the tickets, and he was like, "Can I get a comp?" And they were like, "No." And the next thing you know, he's slapping them down. Those 100, 200.
I am going to try to get. I think I do have a shot at getting to Red Rocker. Sammy Hagar is taking over the Palms pool in Vegas all this summer. I think I'm going to get to go to that.
I know, but
I'm still going to have to pay for it.
You're doing him a favor by going.
Can I
That's
say...
That's the closest thing I'm going to get.
You're originally from Illinois.
Yes.
Southern Illinois.
Northern Illinois.
Yeah.
I was so close to Wisconsin, I could smell their dairy air.
Okay. So if you're from up there, and you're going to go... How long are you going to go hang out at this
pool in Vegas because you're going you're going to end up you're going to be the next Red Rocker. You can't. I don't think you should be in the sun.
I don't go in the sun very often, and that's why I work at night.
Isn't your family from Norway?
My father's born and raised in Norway. In fact, we just went back in November. I took him back one more time for him to have his Norwegian Christmas food.
You eat salted fish and stuff like that?
I do not
listen
like
to
that
death metal?
No, my cousin over there is a huge.
Do you have a
death metal
hat
fan,
with horns on it? And did you storm the Capitol?
I don't, and I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
Allegedly. No, it's just one of those things that I've been down here now 10 years. It'll be 10 years I've been down here, coming up in July. Which a great month to celebrate an anniversary in Texas, huh? A little hot outside.
Yeah.
But it's good. Having fun.
Well, good. Armadillo Nation, baby.
Tonight.
9 o'clock.
Check it out. And thanks for everything you do for the show.
Hey, Armadillo Nation is already taking off so quickly and getting. Do you think you'll ever do? You think you'll get out and do some live shows?
I have one that's officially booked in August. Don't know the date. It's going to be at some point in August, and we don't know which artist we're yet. We're working on it, but there will be a Armadillo Nation live in
Awesome.
August.
That's what I wanted to hear. What I wanted to hear. Awesome. Thank you very much, Johnny Rude.
Thanks,
everybody.
gentlemen.
It's Johnny.
Thanks for stopping in.
You know what? Next time I'll put it on the schedule.
Excellent.
He shows up without being invited. He's so rude. Johnny Rude. Is it weird that you're called Johnny Rude? Does it mess up your reputation if we let everybody know that you're actually really nice and extremely helpful?
I mean, who's asked? I mean, nobody asks about that. Nobody does.
The guys at the bar, nothing? None of the.
They all know me. Because they know I'm rude at the bar. It's like, you buy me a drink. I'm like, no, I'm not buying you a drink.
Rude.
You girl? No, I'm not buying you a drink.
Wait, they want you to buy them a drink?
Well, they think radio still pays like radio used to pay.
Those idiots.
And they don't know anything. They're sitting there. They've all got tech jobs, right? And they're like driving their Mercedes and their Teslas, and they're like, hey, you got to get this round of shots? I'm like, hey, no. It's like, no, thank you.
You think I'm drinking this Schlitz for the taste?
I work nights on a radio station, which I'm thankful to do in a top 30 market. But, I'm glad to do that. But, yeah, it's I'm not the one that's buying all the drinks and rounds. That's why I drink. That's why I go to the water tank all the time.
Yeah.
Cheapest place in town to drink. Wednesday night, steak night, $14. Where are you going to get
steak
that?
Night?
Yeah.
How come we're just hearing about this? Steak night.
I told Chewy a number of times.
He keeps those secrets from
And we
us.
want to have it because, it's steak night. It's like 10-ounce filet, a loaded baked potato, and a salad for $14. Now, is it prime steak? Like something you're going to get at a big steakhouse? Mm-hmm. No, but it's good. It's $14.
Yeah. And you can save money by taking shots of hand sanitizer in the restroom.
That's true.
And you got yourself a day. You got yourself a birthday.
Night.
You got yourself a birthday.
Just don't ask them to make you a mojito. They don't like doing that.
Oh, because no one likes to muddle the. They don't like to muddle the.
If you're
mints.
walking into a bar like the water tank and ordering a mojito, you deserve to have the muddler shoved up your backside.
Put spit in it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I love it.
It is one of the things. You are drinking a well poured drink for less than $4.
Yeah,
don't ask for
there
anything
are certain
fancy.
bars where if the only mixed drink you're allowed to get is a blank and blank. That's all you can do. You could say an
even ask
alcohol
for a cherry.
and a mixer. That's all you
But
do.
mojitos are so good. I
know,
love
but
it.
why
Just make
can't
me
they
one.
pre-muddle mint?
Because it's not the same flavor. So I don't care. Hawk a loogie and call it a mojito. I don't care.
a spitito.
Yeah. They're just delicious.
I don't even
Do you
know.
like a mojito? I don't like them.
I was on a mojito.
You don't like things that taste good. You want bitter coffee.
Correct.
And that's mud.
And you want a Manhattan or a.
Give me a beer that's sludge and I don't know. It's been passed through.
Right.
I don't know what.
Bottom of the barrel.
Mm-hmm. The scrapings of the barrel.
And a Cosmopolitan or whatever. I don't know. What's a bitter whiskey drink?
I think he likes
Boulevardier.
Gin. He drinks gin.
I do drink a lot
That's
of gin.
the worst one.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys. You guys figure out what you want to do. When you got to go Wednesday nights, I'll take you there.
Okay.
I will actually buy you guys first round.
Wait, where are you talking?
And Bob pays the rest.
Yeah,
I'll go. I'm always.
How about this? Anytime somebody double books something in this room, they owe the other two people a steak night at Water Tank.
Okay, I like that.
Well,
I was actually going to offer you guys too because I can do this and help, but I don't want to just let Chewy get off that for that. I can put that bed together for you for your one-on-one if you want me to.
Please
don't. No.
Please don't encourage even less work on our part.
I mean, I can send it out to Big Voice Guy and get it done. That's all I'm saying.
I'll feel bad when I listen to it every day. Because it's so good.
I won't. I think we should let anybody that wants to be a part of our team be a part of our team.
We're putting together a whole list for Big Voice, big voice
sure.
guy. Yeah,
We should have hired intern Dave, man. That was the guy.
That dude. Show and cut these amazing.
Yeah, his dad did
production.
something in it, so he was really good at it.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I never got to know him. That was my semester in exile.
Oh.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
You were exiled for a whole semester?
Yeah.
How did I live without that?
Oh, I didn't even get to
How did I
remind
even-
you about what that guy referenced too from a long time ago.
Oh yeah. I want to know because
The camping
totally.
video.
I think I just saw red that day. That whole day is just like a blanket of blood.
It was the
and
one
red.
day I was paying attention to everything.
I had checked out, man. I had checked out after the
can still
50th F bomb pointed at me. I checked out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was
no.
PTSD.
I still remember
One
it.
day when the scabs come off, we should tell it because it's eventually won't it become
we
doesn't
could-
everything eventually become funny with enough
Sure,
time
yeah,
and
yeah.
healing?
Yeah, tragedy plus time equals humor.
Tragedy.
More tragedy, an old tragedy.
Yeah. You got any vinyl for me?
I do, but it's not anything you'd like.
You don't know? How do you know what I like?
I'll bring it to you after. Well, I mean, I'll go to my desk right now. It's underneath my desk. I've got a couple. I tell you right now, you're not going to like it.
What is it?
I want to say it was Dramarama or Spinorama or whatever that.
Oh, Dramarama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're not gonna,
Dramarama?
yeah, you're not going to
Yeah,
be into
no, you're
it.
not gonna
yeah.
I've never even heard of Dramarama.
Well, yeah, you're not going to be
Yeah,
into
I'll
it.
pass on that. Then.
If it's still there, we got broken into last night again.
Oh,
so.
I know.
Oh, man.
I haven't looked
I didn't know we
underneath
could
my
talk
desk yet.
about
I
it.
wanna know you-
Are we
Wait a
supposed
minute.
to say
There's
that
an
out loud?
There's an investigation, so we can't.
There's a Dramarama. Oh, this is some kind of. Yeah.
Probably
Sounds
the album
very-
I have.
sounds
Probably the album I
very
have doesn't
80s.
have this song on. I'm guessing.
Wait, is this a band from the 80s?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
late 80s, early 90s.
I know Bananarama.
No.
Wait a minute, they wasted vinyl on these guys?
It sounds early 90s.
You know, vinyl's made out of petroleum and
See, and that's the other part of my show too. When I've got Bangin' at 8, which is an 80s request show, so I get things like random like this in the mail.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, can you play this?" I'm like, "No."
No.
Who's the
That's when I'm
band
rude.
from
That's when I'm rude.
Texas that you should put him in the Hall of Fame? Who was the one that did Kicking the Fly or Flying the what, King's X? Was it King's X or
Yeah,
was it
I
there
think
was
you're
another
thinking of King's
Ooh.
X.
Maybe.
from Houston, right?
Yeah.
What was that? What was their big hit? That like
I
when
don't
you hear it on
remember,
the
but-
radio, you can't turn it off.
But King's
Switching
X-
the glide. Who did Switching the Glide?
That might be. I mean, I don't remember their name. You're asking my brain that's had a multitude of strokes to go back to.
Oh, that's right. Switching to Glide. That was.
That was a Texas band, wasn't it?
It's not Kingdom Come. That was a different band that sounded exactly like Led Zeppelin. We're thinking of King. It was King's X.
Was it King's X?
No, the Kings.
The Kings.
But they
that's
weren't from Texas. King's X was from Houston.
Yeah.
But they had a hit too, and I can't remember what it was. But anyway,
Oh, maybe I'll find it. I'll play that on Armadillo Nation. You never know.
you never know. I'll be tuning in.
9:00. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Johnny.
Johnny
Rude.
Rude. Armadillo Nation.
Say hi to the Riverboat Gamblers.
Excellent. Excellent. There are a lot of things I had saved to talk about. I think people are worried about Britney Spears being in
Again?
danger again
I saw some things in the local news that
to herself. Iraq made it illegal to be gay. I feel like that was already happening. Is that not?
yeah, I would have given him credit for that already.
So look out for that, Texas, coming to you soon. I think Walmart drone is supposed to start this week.
In Austin?
No, I think it's in Dallas. Yeah. Oh, it began April 29th. Yeah, Northeast. Yeah. Today. Yesterday. So, haven't heard any bad things about the drones yet delivering.
Can you just? I can order anything and it'll come straight to my house.
I don't know if
Well,
it's anything. I don't
within
think you
weight.
get it like
I
a
don't
big
think-
screen TV.
No, they can't. That'd be
But you can go to the deli, maybe get some of them nuggets.
maybe
General
prescription
Tso's.
drugs or maybe I don't know.
Who else?
I mean a phone maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've seen different videos. Sometimes it drops it
Mm-hmm.
from a certain height. So I don't know if it could be anything that's super breakable
It
like a phone.
drops it? Oh, it comes down and just, okay, releases it?
Otherwise, people might grab the drone. It has to stay.
I'd like to get a bag of ice and then just, if they could drop it from way up there.
Oh, then it's kind of broken up
Then
already.
it's all broken up, yeah. Brenda or Brenda's husband.
It's Brenda. Hi, guys.
Hey, Brenda, how's it going?
Hey, I'm kind of raspy. I don't feel so great.
Yeah, me either.
Is it the allergies?
I'm just like off today. I don't feel very good. But
You sound like
I
me.
just wanted to tell you that I'm listening to you guys, and it's Dogman by King's X.
Dogman.
Dogman.
It's
But
not
that
the
was
one.
a super, super hit.
It's
you
not
know,
the one I
Dogman.
remember, but
Yeah, there's more. Beethoven Love is a great record.
yeah.
There's a bunch of hits on there. Dogman is its own record. They're great. Doug's a friend of mine.
Hey.
Oh, awesome.
You're
Thank
an
you
old,
for coming.
you're an
His
old
name
school
is
rocker.
Doug Pinnick. I'm sorry?
You're an old school rocker, huh, Brenda?
I am.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
What was your favorite concert
I
you've been
started
to?
in radio when I was 20 years old in Houston at Z-Rock.
Do
and then I
you-
went into one.
Do you think you're
101.
raspy today because of the hairspray damage throughout the 80s and 90s?
Yeah, that's probably it.
You ever inhaling all of that Aquanet? Because if you had to be a rocker girl in the 80s, you definitely had some hairspray going, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah. Did you have those
Totally.
big tall bangs?
A big thing I did when I first started at Z-Rock was Iron Maiden, came to Houston, and I went out to the summit and did the Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And I got to go out on the stage as the seventh person during the seventh song, which was Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And I had to sing with Steve Harris.
Nice.
But that was fun. You know, just get to do fun stuff like that.
Yeah, that was
Back in the
good.
day,
I started in radio when I was 22. What do you do now?
I am an assistant store manager at Soma, and I sell bras and fit ladies for bras all day.
Hell yeah. Send us some photos. Send us some bra photos.
I hope that happens to me, too.
See you later.
Yeah.
You fitting me for a bra is what I mean. All right.
Now, I know we only have a few seconds left, Matt, and I know that you feel like Chewy and I let you down, and I know you're upset because you've been kind of quiet over there. But let me say something to you just to put it in perspective. I feel like you let Chewy and I down yesterday, and maybe the whole city, because your favorite artist,
Willie Nelson.
had a birthday
He
yesterday.
did.
You said diddly squat, but you didn't even
Correct.
bring it up.
I know.
And then I looked like a fool because I didn't know when people were like, it's Willie's birthday. Yay, he's 91. And I was like, oh, my God, I didn't send him anything, you know? Turk didn't call me. Anyway, do you want to apologize to the city of Austin?
Very sorry, City of Austin. I'm sorry I did that to you. I really should have covered it, and I didn't. I don't know why.
Texas icon. What's your favorite Willie album?
Album?
Yeah. Because I have Redheaded Stranger. I always want to text you a picture of it because I think
That's a great album.
I think Redheaded Stranger's in my playlist.
I don't want to go Stardust because I'm the lame-o.
Well, no,
But
it's actually a great
classic.
album.
It's a classic. Got a nice pressing of that.
Are you trying to go obscure?
No,
Like when he
no,
had
no,
really
no,
short
no,
hair?
not at all. I mean, Shotgun Willie is still fantastic. Some of his old stuff. I honestly like Teatro, which is a pretty new one, maybe 20 years old. I think it's fantastic as well. I think he makes a lot of good albums.
Well, Willie, if you're listening, happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Belated. Sorry,
we didn't talk about
we
it
didn't.
today.
That's 91.
I'm going to take a listen today.
We have giveaways galore starting tomorrow. We'll have Megadeth. We'll have Manilow. We'll have Sawyer Stull at Cap City. It's all starting tomorrow. Plus, tomorrow, Matthew Odom.
Yes, our good friend Matthew Odom.
And we'll be doing practice dating with Alex for his speed dating coming up on Thursday.
We really need to help him out.
And we know this. How do we know all of this? Because it's on the calendar.
We got it straightened out.
I think we had a good time.